Yo, chat. Here you are. All right, so we got to stream. We got to stream today because Ethan has deigned it so. Ethan is suing everybody, and by everybody I mean Noah Samsen. I don't know. Um, I haven't looked into this because I haven't had a chance to really connect, and this will be some of you complain that I sometimes watch some of the reaction material before actually reacting to it. For those of you that want a fresh react, you're gonna get one today. I haven't seen what Ethan said yesterday. All I know is that he's threatening to sue Noah Samsen. Right, Noah Samson made a video calling called something like these creators, the creators who supported a G side, right? And he straight up says the word because that's his thing. He doesn't want to like edit himself or hey, actually, oh my gosh, let me fix something here. My audio is not good. So yeah, the audio is not going to be good, right? Because it's not going to be great, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. I've got my mic here. I've got my cloud lifter. I've got my Focusrite. What I don't have is a second XLR cord because in my rush to get the fuck out of the United States, I gotta turn this down. Filters. Add a gain filter. And then just take the gain down a little bit. I'm pretty sure the microphone's boosted by Windows, and that's what's causing the problem. But I'm gonna like deboost it with OBS because I can't. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so that should be a little bit better. Keep on letting me know. Keep on letting me know in the chat if remember Waluigi. Oh my god. Yeah, Waluigi's here. Do you want me to get him for you? He's got no place to sit though. Waluigi is here with us. Comrade Waluigi. It sounds fine. Are you serious? Well, I'm super glad. It sounds good enough. Yeah, some people are noticing you will notice a difference. If you're noticing a difference in the sound quality, you're not misperceiving. You are correctly perceiving. But anyway, we gotta try to do a normal stream, chat, as much as I can. It's not my normal setup. This is a laptop. Webcam, so the video quality is going to be reduced. The audio quality is going to be reduced. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, meaning that even the frame rate and stuff like that might be reduced. I don't even remember. Oh, look at this. I set this thing for 3,000. Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea, because doing the 5,000 bitrate might not even work. But yeah, I'm here, and we kind of we're better set up than we're not doing a phone stream, right? Phone streams are, I don't know, and I feel especially bad because the phone stream from yesterday cut out. Like, right, you were watching me, I just started to tell you about stuff, and then the phone stream cut out, and because I had so little time, and I had to do so we're dual streaming, right? We're on Twitch. Oh my god, what am I doing, chat? What am I doing? I'm a professional, goddammit. I should know better. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is having an amazing morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever it is in your time zone. We are live and alive, or at least that's how it feels to me. Could be a brain in a jar somewhere. Don't know, don't care. Shouts out to all my weasels out there. All my forest creatures rocking out to the realest of the real synthetic lifeform streamer. Trapped in a cyber brain and body like some kind of ghost in a half shell in this late stage hyper-capitalist dystopia. I hope you're having a good day, whoever, whatever, wherever, and whenever you are. We're about to jump right into it here on youtube.com, twitch.tv, high risk, high reward, high on life, or whatever simulation, simulacrum, simultaneous, spontaneous singularity of consciousness this is, was, or will be sometime in the not-so-distant cyber future. All right, there we are. So yeah, we're coming to you. I'm trying to give you like the normal stream. I'm trying to cover the stuff that I normally cover. I'm going to tell you up front that the quality of stream is not going to be as great. But you can give me feedback anyway, right? I'm not telling you like, shut up about the sound shut up about the video. No, tell me the stuff. Tell me the stuff. Hit me with it, chat. Hit me hard with it, right? The lighting. There's a lot of things not entirely optimized right now, but I felt like this was too important, and my thumbnail editor, more importantly, felt like, yeah, you see who runs the show here, right? You know, you see who runs the show, right? Vamps makes a thumbnail, and I got to do the stream, right? You know, microphone cable connectors or not, right? So we're gonna do the stream. Hopefully it's okay. You can let me know in chat if it's not. The content is what matters, says Lele. I agree, Lele. 3,000 would be more in chat than the majority report. Wait, 3,000? What are we talking about? I don't believe that. I don't think we're at 3,000. But yeah, good to see all you weasels out there. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. Frown Chat says, nice to see you back. Nice to see you too, Frown Chat. Good to see that Twitch chat is up and running. Jessica Bell, Moe, Sarah, Hot Tam, Radio Girl. I can't believe you're living the dream. Am I? I mean, you know, it's a very tenuous dream. But I'm trying to walk the balance line, or what is it called? The high wire, right? I'm doing the high. I'm like one of those ladies from those old school movies that, like, are they like silent movies? I can't remember, but where she's like, you know, being chased by all kinds of like shit, and then she gets in a balloon and she gets away from that, but then the balloon goes up and there's scary stuff in the sky, and somehow she gets off on a building before the balloon crashes down, and then she walks through the building, which is getting hit by a wrecking ball, and she gets out of the building right before the wrecking ball hits. I'm that chick. That's who I am right now, and so far so good, chat. The universe is liking what I'm doing, I guess. That's the only way I can really interpret it, right? But yeah, look, we gotta have some accoutrements. Even though I didn't remember all the accoutrements, I tried to get some of the classic ones. Now, chat, we're not gonna go completely classic today, okay? Maybe some other time. Maybe some other time, the return of blue hair. But yeah, I feel like my hair is too long for that now. Wait, what am I missing? I'm missing one of my accoutrements. It was like a... There it is. Okay. We got the accoutrements. We got the bling. I don't know. I don't know if accoutrement is like the right word in French for the word in English. Accessories. Yes, accessories. I'm like pared down to the bare basics of accessories. In fact, I don't even have my lipstick. Wait, where the fuck is my lipstick? Oh my god, chat, it's somewhere here. It's somewhere here. What I really need to get is some lip balm, because I don't know if I'm just dehydrated or what, but I am dry. I am dry as the bone. Anyway, like I said, we got Ethan Klein suing Noah Samsen today, and I guess I gotta cover it. I gotta try to cover it. I know that this isn't gonna be the quality that I like. I know that the sound is gonna make me cringe. It might make some of you cringe if you're sound experts, right? If you're used to my normal sound. At least I got instant coffee here. Look, be happy for the like simple things in life, chat, like dried instant coffee, which is the only thing I can get over here. The only thing keeping me awake, the only thing keeping me alive. What is the coolest thing about Thailand so far? What surprises you? The vibe, right? When I'm walking down the street, I believe it was like a Tuesday night too. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday night. Wait, what is today? Oh my god. Okay, my computer has not changed from LA time. I mean, you know, wherever I was living time. And so I guess it's March 27th. Okay, it's Thursday here, but it's maybe Wednesday for you, unless you're on the East Coast, in which case it just became Thursday. It's 4:20 in London. Yeah, London, it's Thursday as well. Good to see you, John Ross. But yeah, the coolest thing about Thailand so far was the vibe. You know, like at night, walking around, the vibe is actually pretty good. It's not like, you know, crazy. I'm not saying everybody's like, you know, partying and you know, being over the top or anything like that, but it's just a good vibe. It's just happy people. You know, you don't get that kind of vibe in the US. It's a very different vibe, right? If I walk down on the streets in the neighborhood that has clubs in it, that has where a lot of the clubs are, I got a very nervous vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's people there to party, there's people there that are unhoused, and, you know, there is, like, you know, if you're in that latter group, you're probably not getting treated too well, and there is just, like, you know, nobody trusts each other, everybody's nervous of each other, right? And here it doesn't feel like that, but that's just me, a foreigner, coming in and giving my first thoughts, right? If I understood the language, I would understand more. If I understood the customs, I would understand more. So I'm sure there's stuff that I'm missing, but so far it seems like the vibes are pretty good, right? That's the biggest, to answer Philip Blair's question from way earlier, are you in Bangkok? I probably shouldn't discuss exactly where I am. Just for the sake of, you know, safety and stuff. Like, I'm just, I don't know. I'm being a little guarded right now. Just because, you know, I've had issues in the past, and I don't really need any real life issues with streaming. I'm not trying to do any IRL streaming or anything like that, so it shouldn't be too crazy. You know, you're gonna get streams from in the hotel room and eventually in the apartment when I get one. I'm at the White Lotus Resort. Chat, what is White Lotus even on? What streaming service do I find White Lotus on? Because I have heard a lot about this. In fact, I have seen even a little scene. Walter Goggins, I guess, you know, of Fallout fame, is one of the, you know, stars of White Lotus, and very interesting character. Very interesting character, right? I've seen the scene where he talks about going to Thailand to rail Thai women, and then deciding that he actually wants to be the one getting railed. So, you know, that's all I know about White Lotus. Just very little, very, very little. Okay, I gotta scroll down here. What, was Twitch developed by someone with Tourette's? I don't know, Philip. Jerry McLean says, congratulations, Irene. Thank you, Jerry McLean. Joel.ax says, Poop Boy ain't suing nobody. Giardia Boy. You look awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, in spite of the fact that, you know, with the lighting is less than ideal, my lips are a little bit dry, I don't have any makeup on. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you. Thank you, Jerry. How is the jet lag? I kind of busted through it. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, okay, so if you really want to catch up on the lore totally, you're going to have to watch not only the VOD from yesterday on YouTube, but you're going to have to watch the VOD from Twitch, because I go into detail about all that stuff. I don't want to repeat too much of it, but basically, me and my friend stayed, we got there, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, and we stayed up, like, until it was nighttime. And it's hard. And I was probably a little boozy and not thinking straight, and then that got a little complicated by one of the activities that my friend really loves to engage in. I'll engage in it a little bit too, but yeah, he turned me on to some herbs and spices, let's just say, that were a little bit much for me. It was a little bit much, you know? But luckily, he's a good friend, and he took care of me, and he made sure that I got home okay. So everything was all right. But yeah, we stayed up and kind of, you know, imbibed a little bit, in order to beat the jet lag. I don't know if that's the best option, but I do feel like I'm pretty much acclimated to the time. Davy Cliff is saying, oh wait, I gotta make sure that we don't get, where is the, okay, good, it didn't do auto continue. Let's get the music back. See, everything is going to be a little bit different, a little bit weird. But I'll do my best, chat. And I think we can cover Ethan. I'm going to have to go through it kind of fast. right? So, oh my god, chat, I haven't done shit. Wait. There's all kinds of things that I need to set up here that I normally set up. Yo, Narble by Nature with a $10 super chat that I didn't see because for some reason OBS isn't showing me my updates. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Much appreciation and good to see you. Let's see, I gotta do this stuff in the background. And put in the tags. Make it subscribers only for 5 minutes. Then we got, I think, everything kind of set up there. But yeah, so yeah, apologies because you're just, yeah, I mean, you can tell already it's not my normal setup. The sound is bad, the video is bad, hopefully not too bad. But you can let me know, because I would love to hear some feedback from you. If you got problems with it, you know, you notice some technical difficulties that are going on, I might not see them, and you telling me might be the key to me fixing them. So if there's anything bothering you, be that squeaky wheel and get the greasing. Just like the, what is it, like the Tin Man in Wizard of Oz? He's got that, like, the tin can that you gotta go, toom, 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 toom. That's so fucking old school, chat. That's so fucking old school. Like, how, I don't know what that is a reference to. Like a weird can that you press on the bottom of it to get the oil to come out to degrease the, or not degrease, but derust the Tin Man. Yeah, that's be the squeaky wheel is what I'm saying. You will get the greasing. Billionaire on billionaire violence is going on right now, and I'm stuck in the middle laughing. Safety tip: beware of these tsunamis. Yeah, hopefully I'm well away from any of that. We're not on the beach here, so. Were we in the same city the whole time? Possibly so. 420 on the Brest coast? Wait. The Brest coast? Joel.exe. You don't mean the West Coast, because it's 9:30 on the West Coast. I believe it's 12:30 on the East Coast. The Brest coast? Is that like the British coast, right? Is that what the Brest coast is? I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Today is Wednesday Pacific time. True. Thursday Atlantic time, or what is it? Eastern time, and British time and Thai time as well. True, and true. Good to see me safely there. Thank you, Big Cat K. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Funkmaster Kaw with the weasel. Just going down and saying hi to everybody in chat. Heard good things about Thailand from everyone I know who's gone. I mean, I'll be honest, like, you know, there's, like, I talked about this a little bit yesterday, right? There, as far as I know, there's kind of like two sides, and it's not black and white, right? But there's largely, roughly speaking, two sides to the Thailand expat scene, right? There are, you know, people that are interested in the culture, interested in understanding the culture, interested in understanding the people, in interacting with Thai people, right? And then there's people who are just kind of like over here for a good time or whatever. And you know, that's whatever it is, right? I'm not being judgmental. I just know that attached to that having a good time set is, you know, all the shit, all the bad shit that you read about Thailand and expats, right? Is somewhere over there, right? Not to say that everybody that's, you know, here to party is like a bad person or anything like that. I'm sure they're nice people, and look, I like to have fun too. But I don't know. I feel like I got to be a different person in Thailand and kind of just separate myself from that and really concentrate on learning the language, learning the customs, learning the culture. You know, meeting people, you know, Thai people, and you know, doing my work, doing my stream. That's why I'm here on stream for you. I actually skipped my workout this morning, and you know, I don't know, it was just like a lot, because like I knew from my thumbnail editor giving me a thumbnail that there is a real show that I need to do, right? There is a real topic that I need to cover. I cannot cover the topic you know, of today through a phone stream. I thought about it, chat. I thought about, you know, get my phone and like streaming on it, and then having like my like tablet behind me and opening up the YouTube video. I think I've done that like one time, maybe in a video or something like that, right? Where I'm like I'm doing a short and I've got like a device open and I'm showing it on the device, but that is just not. We could be more professional than that. We can't be as professional as I want to be. We can't have like the camera that I want or the microphone that I want, but we can at least have like, look, a real deal here. Let's check out I made 2 scenes for us, right? Let's just test them out here. Ooh, I don't have the move transition on this yet, do I? At that. All right, so we got this other scene. I just had Sam Cedar open because I'm watching him. I don't know if we'll have time. I would love to give you a rundown of the news. God, there's so much news going on. I haven't talked to you about the text chat, the group chat, right, with JD Vance and Hegseth and Mike Walls, and they're just, and the editor of The Atlantic for some reason. And they're just like, yo, it's going to be really cool. We're going to go in and bomb Yemen before they bomb Yemen, right? These aren't like battle plans that are like, already done. These are battle plans that were in the works. And they messaged these battle plans to the editor of The Atlantic. And it's, I guess, Trump's first major scandal, which is wild, all right? Because he's already had something that I think should have been like a... in any other case, it would have been an administration-threatening scandal, right? He did the fucking Saturday Night Massacre on a Thursday night, and he did it worse than Nixon ever did, right? Here, let me switch back. Sorry, we're gonna be in this for a little while. I just wanted to make sure that our everything is working, and it looks like it is. But yeah, terrible, shit where he fires like lawyers because he wants a lawyer to go to the court and tell them this fucking guy that was a foreign state actor, right? This guy that got, like, I don't know, compromised, bribed by the government of Turkey to act on their behalf while being mayor of New York. We're just gonna let him go because he's too damn important in kicking people illegally out of the country. That's going on too, kicking people illegally out of the country. Deporting them to El Salvador. I guess I got out of the country in just the right time, like right as, we're doing away with due process, which is a huge deal, right? But even before that, we had the scandal with the firings of the attorneys. Attorneys were asked by Trump to go and be like, hey, go dismiss the charges, go do this corrupt thing. And the attorneys were like, listen, that's not me. The first attorneys that they asked, I'm not going to do that. That's illegal and fucked up, and I'm not like that. And, I'm assuming that you will find somebody, what did they say? Somebody who is either foolish enough or corrupt enough to engage in, your bullshit deal with the mayor of New York, but it's not me. It's not me. So, yeah, I don't know, 6 attorneys resigned? Now, with Nixon, I think it was like 2 attorneys or 2 people at the Justice Department resigning. So he's already had a scandal that's like way worse than Nixon, and nobody blinked an eye. And the fact that this shit with a group chat on Signal where they're discussing the war plans, and you got JD Vance, the only almost a voice of reason, kind of trying to be a voice of reason, but not really. JD Vance's concern was not that we're gonna do a military action that has proven to be utterly useless, utterly bullshit, and counterproductive, right? You want to stop what's going on with Yemen disrupting trade in the Red Sea, all right? You got to stop Israel from doing Israel shit. And you, being the president of the United States, can do that. You've done that once, right? But you made some fucking corrupt deal with Bibi where you let him get out and say, yeah, we can say that we're doing a ceasefire and start doing a ceasefire and get the hostages back. But then when it comes to phase 2, you'll just pull out and be like, no, we're bombing the shit out of Gaza again. So yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I don't know. I feel a little bit freer to speak my mind about U.S. politics when I'm out of the country. But all kinds of shit has been going on, and I gave you a quick rundown of at least what's on my mind, of what's on my radar. But I am realizing, oh my god, chat, we got so much chat to get through here. I better continue. Yeah, but Narwhal by nature, and I would love to. I'm sorry I can do what I normally do and put your super chats up on screen, but do understand that I very much appreciate you supporting me. Whether it be through super chats, super stickers, if you're getting yourself a membership, if you're gifting memberships on YouTube, if you're supporting me on Throne, which would normally be right up there, but is not right up there for whatever reason, but maybe it's in chat somewhere. Maybe the mods can dig up the address, or if you are signing up for my Patreon or supporting me on Twitch, which I greatly appreciate, because getting support, getting subs and bits thrown at me on Twitch is the only way that I get paid. Oh my god, speaking of which, you know what we gotta do? We're talking about politics. Oh my god, chat. We need to put the... I need to somehow put the, I just need to make sure we got our content labels going. I'm not trying to violate any sort of shit at all. Alright, let's see. Tags, yes. Content classifications, politics and sensitive issues. Yeah, it's as big of a deal as, inappropriate discussions of substances or frank discussions of human sexuality, right? They've got politics. Talking about politics classified along with those things. But, there we go. I think I got it where it's supposed to be. All right, we're not violating any rules or suggestions of Twitch. I feel safe in Thailand, says Jerry. I've been in Bangkok and did a cooking course in Chiang Mai. Nice. I'm curious, Jerry. Did you get a visa through your cooking class? Because I know that's one of the ways that people get visas. Or maybe I guess you didn't necessarily need to. But yeah, thank you so much, Narwhal by nature. Greatly appreciate your $10 super chat, which hopefully I read out. Good to see you, and safe and sound, Irene. Thank you. Anyway, forgive me if I'm a little slow, showing my appreciation on these things, but do understand that I really appreciate them. We're sort of towards the end of the month of March. And so, my income for the next month is kind of riding on on making up a little ground from skipping a couple of streams. So, massive appreciation to everybody that supports me, and we'll try to do some kind of a bonus content dealy, even though I don't have that set up at all. I don't have anything, chat. I'm on my laptop and just everything that I need is missing. But hey, I knew that I had to get a stream out today. I knew that we were talking about something important, and I knew that we gotta at least cover this Ethan stuff while it's hot. You finally watched Fallout, says Sasha G. Really liked it. Fallout was effing good. Okay, I'm way behind chat. I can tell because it's when I was talking about. It's on Max. So that is. You know what's funny is we had on the flight over, Max was available, but it just didn't have White Lotus. I guess they had their old stuff. I don't know. Another fantastic. Oh, I had a chance to watch that. I did not watch The Penguin. So chat, if anybody's wondering. Do lips get jet lag? Yeah, that's what it feels like. No, lips need moisturizer, and I don't know where to buy lip balm. I need to get that as soon as possible. I think lips get blistered by the sun being, blasting. But yeah, I had Max there, but The Penguin. So what did I watch as far as movies, right? I did catch up a little bit on movies. So Star Wars is one of the series that everybody always talks about, and I don't know much of anything about it. I've seen hit or miss, a lot of random Star Wars stuff, so I vaguely know about it. But I ended up watching for the first time the Jedi. What was it? The Last Jedi? The Rise of the Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, Rise of Skywalker. I saw, and for everybody saying that that's a shit movie, I agree. I agree. That's a garbage movie. So I watched that. I also watched Doctor Strange. Right, so I don't know much about Marvel and or that universe. I got to watch Doctor Strange, which was pretty cool. And then I started on the Multiverse of Madness and didn't really finish it because the plane touched down, and that was all I saw. Wait, does WTF you at mean what the fuck are you at, or where the fuck are you at? I have more than enough neurospicy folks to help me. Thank you, Jerry. The lighting sucks. You're backlit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ethan would complain about this. Ethan would complain. But you can complain too, because that is actually a legit criticism. Sure, you're aware of that, though. Yeah. I will think about that in the future. Backlighting. Yeah, either closing the blinds or... I don't know. Sarah with the super chat saying, you got to see Ethan's new tattoo. You know what I'm gonna do, chat? I gotta see, wait, Ethan's new tattoo? Oh my god. So, you know, we're gonna do things a little bit differently, alright? But I'm writing down your super chats in order to possibly give you some bonus content. And chat, for that bonus content, I'm gonna need your recommendations. We don't have a poll today. I don't have a list of preset bonus content, but I do have a chat, and there's probably stuff that chat wants me to watch. So far we're at 20% out of 100. If we get to 100% by the end of the stream, I will give you some bonus content. We'll do more than just Ethan, all right? And I'm getting through, you know, just talking to chat here, and then we're gonna go into Ethan Klein. But I noticed that I am noticing those of you who are supporting me in any way, whether you're doing it through super chat, super sticker, if you're getting yourself a membership, if you're gifting memberships, if you're giving the gift of weasels, which is an amazing gift to give, if you're supporting me on Throne, which I think I have my email open. I hope I have my email open for that, but if not, tell me if you send me a Throne, or if you sign up for Patreon, and we'll count that as well, or if you're supporting me over on Twitch, which I greatly appreciate, because again, we get demonetized on Twitch because of talking about politics. It's too spicy, apparently. But yes, Sarah says, you've got Ethan's gotta see the new tattoo. I recommend watching Mike from PA. Okay, so let's write that down. I got a recommendation. Hey, how about this? When you super chat, when you give the gift of weasels, when you get the gift of weasels for yourself, when you support me in any way, let me know in chat what content, what bonus content you would like to see. And I will write it down just like I'm writing down Sarah's suggestion. Mike. We haven't really reacted to Mike, like, ever, I don't think. So that'll be interesting if we end up doing that. Ethan's tattoo. Okay, Mike from PA has got a video about Ethan's tattoo, and that is in the running now for bonus content. If you want to let me know, what your ideal bonus content would be, then let me know when you donate, and I'll make sure to write it down. And like, I'm trying to get through your chat. Let me be faster. The Brest Coast is Bikini Atoll. That makes sense. It's NCC, says Shaxby. Shaxby says NCC. Good to see you. I already said this, but it's gonna haunt my dreams. Oh, something else that you said that's gonna haunt your dreams for decades. Ethan got a tattoo. What does it say? I have no idea. This will be new to me. Chat, you're getting fresh reacts today, all right? I haven't had a chance to pre-watch anything. Nothing was pre-watched. Very fine people on both sides, true. It's true pretty much everywhere. If you go to a country in West Africa, you see countless 70-year-old British ladies dating 18-year-olds. That is the reverse of the passport bro. Is that what you're talking about, Davy Cliff? It's like the passport lady. I don't know what you call that. What is the word for it? Phenomenon. Yeah, what do you call that phenomenon? But I do know what you speak of. I just don't know what it's a realistic close. Oh, I have seen this. I don't know where I saw it, but I did see a really weird tattoo of Klein that just, it's not a good looking tattoo. And if you love your wife, all right, it's incumbent that if you get a tattoo of your wife, which I don't know, why did you get a tattoo of somebody's face? That's weird. Now she's got to get a tattoo of Ethan's face. I think that's just how it should work. But no, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't sound like a good idea. Not something that I would do, but yeah, photorealistic close-up of Hila? No, that's a bad tattoo artist, right? If you want to you're Ethan Klein, you're wealthy beyond my imagination, and you could afford to go to any tattoo artist in the city, at least, if not the world, right? And they could look at Hila and then give an artistic rendering to make your wife look beautiful in whatever kind of wherever you're getting her tattooed, she's gonna look great, right? But no, you get some fucking asshole that takes a picture of her and then traces the fucking picture via I'm sorry, I'm mad at the tattoo artist. I'm a little bit mad at the tattoo artist, right? Because that's just not a good tattoo. No, but that's a terrible tattoo. That's a terrible idea for a tattoo. I didn't know tattoo artists did that shit. Photorealistic. Who the fuck wants a photorealistic picture of their partner as a tattoo? That's fucking wild. The mic is good, honestly. Thank you. I'm glad to know that. I'm glad to know that the mic doesn't sound bad to people. I tried to do as much as I could for it. Did anybody accidentally include journalists in the chat? That's right. I'm so far behind. Mermaid, Manic Mermaid Ash, good to see you. I definitely avoided the tourist side of Thailand. I went for my belly. Yeah, rather than seeing the dark underbelly. That's a smart thing. Woody Red, good to see you. Sawadika. Sawadika, chat. Yeah, and I learned kind of like how you do this like deal, like, right? For most people, it's like this. And like somehow there's sometimes like higher up on your face, maybe. But I was told that this is for the Buddha, right? So I don't know if I see the Buddha, I'll put it all the way up, right? But I think they might mean monks, though. I think when they say the Buddha, they might mean if you are saying Sawadika to a monk, you don't just do this. I think you do. They're like the representative of the Buddha. It's a Theravada country, not a Mahayana country. If you're familiar with Buddhism, most people know about Mahayana, which is more common in China. Theravada, an older, I guess you'd say, an older form of Buddhism that's less, there's less religious iconography or like worship of, potential historical or what's the word? Like figures of Mahayana large vehicle, all about compassion, to the point of if you are about to get enlightened, if you feel enlightenment coming on, you're supposed to maybe forestall that. Because once you've been, or forestall like passing out of the wheel of samsara, because there's other people that you can help as a bodhisattva. And, that's compassion, right? And it's a large vehicle, want to enlighten the most people possible, right? Theravada, small vehicle, personal enlightenment, meditation, study, dedication, right? And actually a lot of people at some point in their life like serve as monks, right? Even if they just do, sometimes it's for 24 hours, right? Sometimes it's to honor a parent. Little differences I'm noticing here. Elon is making it legal for tech billionaires to scam hedge funds and pension funds. I heard about that, I think, on the Majority Report. And also, Trump's got this Fun for America thing. Glad you arrived safely. I'm glad I did too, Charlie Kelly. Good to see you. After they threw a tantrum afterwards, gaslighting is their moment. Oh, you're talking about Ethan and Ela. We're going to get to those in a second. I just want to read through all of chat as much as I can. I want to make sure that if there's anybody who has supported me in any way, that I at least give them the proper respects, and a Sawadi Ka too. Shakespeare and John, good to have you here. Good to have other creators here. I appreciate other creators being here in chat to support me. And you're reminding me that sometime when I've got enough time to really to really dedicate towards it, we need to do more. We need to set up like a meeting of the minds or something. Do like some kind of panel show or something. There's a lot of cool people out there, and I don't collab with other people nearly as much as I used to. And hopefully when I get settled down, we'll be able to do that. Because there's a lot of subjects. Shakespeare mentioned immigration. Yeah, there's immigration, and there's also asylum, which the United States is in fucking massive violation of just the human rights concept of asylum. It's supposed to be there in cases of somebody being in a country that is persecuting them, right? Other nations, as a matter of human rights, are supposed to open themselves to that person and at least give them a hearing to say, okay, you're here, you're claiming asylum, what dangers are you facing, what's going on, right? And decide if that, person, deserves asylum or not. Instead, the US is just treating asylum seekers like criminals, right? And in a lot of cases, these people are victims. Look at what we've done with temporary protected status of Haitians, right? Trump rescinded that, right? Everybody, Haiti, if you don't know, it's really bad right now. It's really bad, and in large part due to the actions and the foreign policy of the United States. Haitians were given, under Biden, temporary protected status to get themselves out of grave, life-threatening danger. And Trump is just like, no, fuck that. Fuck that because racism, I guess. I don't know. I have heard, I love America because of their freedom. How many times people ask, what freedom? Freedom of speech. Yeah, the freedom. I didn't feel like I had freedom of speech. Sasha G with a super sticker, which I will write down. 5%. It's a Lumen character talking, taking his sunglasses off, raising his arm to greet someone. Imitated then by, I almost read Baby Lennon, but no, it's actually Baby Lemon. So you're 25% there already towards getting some extra content, which I will do. My visa came with bad credit. I'm sorry. Explain more about that if you want to, Tajiam. I'm not trying to give information. You just had a tourist visa, says Jerry McLean. Yeah, the tourist visa is pretty generous in Thailand. So, sometimes that's enough for people. But sometimes people will, if they're seeking training in something like Muay Thai, which is a, cultural soft power, Thailand considers that part of the soft power, sort of set of visas. They can get a longer visa so they can learn Muay Thai, learn Thai cooking. I don't know, do they do Thai massage maybe? Thai massage is different than other forms of massage. It's much more involved. Glad to see Trump is actually hurting the right-wing movement around the world. Definitely in Canada. Definitely in Canada, Davy. Oh my god, the lights are flickering. That makes me very nervous. I've seen the power go down today already. And it makes me wonder, where does Thailand get a Vaseline tub? That's a good idea, Jerry. For my lips. Consider getting lip balm with SPF. That's a good idea too, Moni the Whale. Charlie Kelly with the 1999 super chat. Good luck on your new journey. Hope you feel much safer there. This is Jen. Well, good to see you, Jen. Ethan's got Ela faces tattooed on him. Where did he get this tattoo? Very good chance of getting bonus content. Remember, if you're donating, you can also let me know what kind of bonus content you want, what you already see. We've got on the list Mike from PA. Mike from PA has got a video about Ethan's tattoo. So far, that's the only idea I got. Photorealistic up close. Burger Kingdom, the Burger Reich. I haven't seen it. Oh no, what haven't I seen? Oh yeah, he gets a photo. Oh, I haven't seen the photo, the tattoo. That's right. Well, we'll see that today if like that's in the running. That's like first place for vote that you watch the entire extended version of the Lord of the Rings trilogy for bonus content. That might work in Discord. I don't even know though. Howdy Oaks. Yeah, the new tattoo is atrocious. A video on the end of history. Are you talking about Fukuyama's book? The downfall gets worse. We got to get like chat. I'm trying to read through chat as much as possible. I do appreciate like all of the you're a very engaged chat. Twitchy Weasels. The Twitchy Weasels are engaged. The Jellyfish are engaged. The YouTube Weasels are engaged. Everybody's engaged. Stephen Wright had a great joke about getting a tattoo of himself just a little bit bigger. What? Well, that's great. Like, I guess it would. The joke is it wouldn't really fit. Okay, I'm just scrolling down your chat. A memorial tattoo. Yeah, and she's alive, right? Why get a memorial tattoo when somebody's alive? That's so weird. Tattoo artist is a good subject of the tattoo is good. The artist was good. Well, okay, so it's his fault that the artist did a photorealistic because it sounds like a trace job. I mean, like a lot of tattoo artists will put down like paper or something and sort of trace it, but you know, we're talking about like you know, tracing a photo. It seems like I would want my tattoo artist to be an artist, do a little art for me. But that's just me. But I don't have a tattoo, chat. I've got nature gave me tattoo. Do you see them? Nature gave me tattoos. See little tattoos all over? Yeah. I'm already tatted up. I got a full sleeve tattoo thanks to Mother Nature. Has the fat sci-fi Buddha showed up yet? Not yet. I haven't actually seen the Buddha. Cover up my legs to go into the temples. Oh yeah, that's right. Cover up to go into the temples. They provide lovely looking saris for that. Forgot what they're called. He wanted a top hat on his dog tattoo? Almost couldn't be convinced it was an absolute dog shit idea. I bet that was Love that told him it was dog shit. Lofty Lizard, Ethan should sue. These people have been doing calls to action. Yes, Lofty Lizard, Ethan should sue. I'm sure that he has, you know, it's totally normal thing to sue people for interpreting your actions in a way that you don't like. It's completely normal, and it does not cause the Streisand effect, right? Where in trying to kind of cover something up or intimidate somebody against saying something that's pretty obvious to anybody that looks, you intimidate them and just draw more attention to it. Lofty Lizard, I'm glad that we got some Fupa Troopas in the chat today. Everybody give a shout out, you know, give some love to the Fupa Troopers. Wait, you might unsubscribe? From me? You were an NCC viewer, but you were also like an Ethan stan. I didn't know they exist. I didn't know they existed. I'm trying to be nice though, okay? I don't hate you because you're a Fupa Troopa. I am just covering the story. I might have a different perspective than you do, but I'm not trying to be judgmental here. I'm just trying to meet everybody from where they're at. Sasha G, sawadika. Oh, let me say it right. Sawadika. Gotta have that little. The tone is important. I'm learning. I don't think that calling CPS is anonymous, Lofty Lizard. You keep saying that, and my understanding is that in the state of California, if somebody calls the CPS on somebody, they have to divulge their information to CPS, right? Now, they're not going to divulge the information to the subject, right? Which would be ridiculous, because then you'd get in a situation where there'd be some, what do you call it? Intimidation, strike back. What's the word for this? There'd be like retribution, right? But they do take down the name because they're very serious about that, and they don't want to send CPS to somebody's houses just because some shithead on the internet was like, hey, this guy's, doesn't like somebody, right? But listen, just to catch you up with my take on it, all right, in case you haven't seen any of my videos, Ethan Klein's story about the Giardia is what got him in trouble with CPS. That sounds dodgy. What he says sounds dodgy. And it's possible, and I said it was possible, that Ethan, being the comedian that he is, might embellish the story for comedic effect. If that's the case, you need to be careful. Stories involving your kids should not be embellished with such comedic flourish that you describe a situation that is dangerous to those children. So that was a mistake that maybe Ethan made. Hopefully Ethan will learn from that mistake and not do that again, because that's just a really, bad thing. And yeah, if you are providing a good, safe home for your children, you shouldn't have to worry about CPS being called. But again, telling weird stories about doggies shitting all over the floor and kids putting it in their mouth is exactly the kind of thing that will get CPS involved. Oh my god, chat. There's so much chat. I'm trying to... Trump is hitting three-pointers and with paper towels. That's right, like Puerto Rico. I remember that. All right, I'm trying to just whiz through the... I might start, only reading... What's up, Amlos Aluke? Good to see you. I'm gonna read through here. If I see anything that I really need to read, I will. If I see any super chats, I will thank you for them. But I'm just the only we got to start talking about Ethan, and I want to give the chatters. I want to at least see all of chat. I'm glad that chat is playing nicely with our Fupa Troopa friend, right? We don't hate anybody, right, chat? We don't hate anybody. We're not here to hate. I'm here to, lick my dry lips, as if that's gonna help. Okay, we're down, okay, so I got all the way through chat, so that's where we're at. No hate, no Giardia, life is good, that's right, just hydration, right? Hydration is very important. Free Palestine, says Dr. McRib. Indeed. All right, so chat, I have edged you for long enough. Now, we're going to be doing things a little different. You're not going to see a poll on the bonus content like you normally do, right? But you are going to... There is a chance for bonus content. We are 45% of the way towards bonus content. I'll try to put it up maybe in the bottom or something. This is a new, I don't know, everything's new here. Everything, the setup's not ideal, right? But I'm still going to try to do the bonus content. We're 45% of the way towards bonus content. If we get the other 55% of the way, we'll do some bonus content. What are we going to do right now? It looks like Mike from PA has a video on Ethan's tattoo. So if you want to see me react to Ethan's tattoo, react to what Mike has to say about it and more, then, just mention that when you donate. Also, if you've got another idea of content that you would like me to go over when you donate, you can make that suggestion. I will, and whether that's a super chat, super sticker, if you are, super chat, super sticker, if you're gifting memberships, if you're getting yourself a membership, if you're supporting me on Throne, if you're signing up for my Patreon, let me know in the chat, and you've got the right to give me a suggestion as far as the content that I should cover after we get done cover. We're going to cover Ethan, that's for sure. What's not sure is bonus content, but we are 45% of the way there. If we get all the way there, yo, what is going on with the gift memberships already? Wow. I gotta look at the other. All right, looks like Sasha G has gifted 5 memberships. People got weaseled, and let me read those out. Lauren Jade, you just got weaseled. Poochie Mutt, you just got weaseled. Imaginary Music, you just got weaseled. Just Julie, you just got weaseled. Cincy Made Embroidery, you just got weaseled, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. So there we go. We expanded the pool of weasels. Remember, the more we're gonna have to do something fun with that too, chat, because the memberships, it's kind of like inviting people into a secret club, and we can do stuff with that secret club when I get a chance. Right now I'm just trying to keep up on being able to stream a decent amount since I missed so much already. Anyway, Patreons, let's see. I don't think I have, I'm not signed into Patreon on this account. So Patreons, you know who you are, and also know that I appreciate you, okay? I don't have the list of you. I usually read the list out. We're going to have to work on that. But you know who you are, and much thanks for supporting me every month with your generous donations. It helps me, have just like a base of support, should something happen on a given platform, which can happen. We just saw it happen with Sunday. Knock on wood that it doesn't happen to us, but you can get kicked off of platforms. Patreon is one way that you can support me beyond the platform. So much appreciation to everybody who makes their puts their support to me monthly on Patreon. Everybody at the $3 level, you get my videos before they come out. You get them uncensored and unredacted. Everybody at the $5 and greater level, you get a fancy shout out most of the time when I have the list available. I don't have the list available right now, so you're not going to get it today, but most of the time you get your fancy shout out, and I shout your name out and say, shouts out. And fancy shouts out to the fancy weasels. Anywho, chat. We got to get to Ethan Klein, and I have been edging you for far too long. Let us make that transition. All right, that's Sam Cedar. Not exactly who we were looking for. Looking for HC Podcast, right? Noah Samson is effed? Oh my god, here it is. Oh wait, is it gonna do a... Okay, good. No ads. I was worried about that. Alright, so we're gonna find... Where are we talking about Noah Samson? Ethan's tattoo? Oh my god. Here, I'll do Ethan's tattoo if we hit the sub goal. How about that, chat? We're at... Wait a minute, let me write it down again. What are we at now? We're at... 100. All right, with that last round of weasels from Sasha G. Thank you, Sasha G. So yeah, the 40% more, and we get some bonus content. All right, and that'll include Ethan's tattoo. I'm gonna stick to the situation here. Noah Samson's situation. I'm gonna stick to the Ethan content.
Wow. He literally. Let me pull this up and show you guys. Dude. Let me show you. What
get the bag, dude.
Yeah, you got to get that bag for sure. He's gonna fund the revolution, right?
For sure.
Wait, why am I here?
Oh no!
Okay, so this man, I'm front and center, of course. I am the king of this shit. This man flipped through a catalog of destroyed images of Gaza till he found the perfect one. He's like, oh, this is the one that I can utilize the most. And then added a fucking, the genociders support YouTubers respond.
Oh my god, are we the right size?
Join Proton Mail. Use my free link. A fucking advert right at the top, man. Like, if this, they say it's a Holocaust, it's a genocide, it's the worst thing, right? It's horrible. I'm not disagreeing. But if he did feel that way, I would, like, if you were like, hey man, I'm doing a video about the Holocaust, would you really put a link? Fucking like ad?
Me personally, yes.
Yeah, you would. That's why I love it. But like some topics are too serious. But yeah, I don't know. I love the idea of him just flipping through the rubble of Gaza to look for a fucking good thumbnail. Like, that's kind of callous and weird, isn't it? Yeah, so when he doesn't make a video,
How shall I describe my disdain for this man? All right. He's grasping at straws. He's incredibly disingenuous. Like, this is the kind of behavior of somebody that I expect from somebody who knows that they're wrong, but is going to go forward with his grifting anyway. I don't know if that he's grifting. For all I know, he really believes everything that he says. I'm not saying that he's full of shit on stuff. I'm just saying that the way he behaves is as somebody trying to win an internet fight, not as somebody that's standing on his shit, that thinks he's on the right side of history despite being on the literal wrong side of history. It turns my stomach to see this shit of like, oh, look at that. What do we see there? We see a link. The guy's got a link, but he's talking about something serious. Should you put a link on something serious? Should you put an advertisement, a sponsor deal, an affiliate deal on something serious? Okay, Ethan, let's pretend that people don't have to, that YouTube doesn't take a fucking shitload of work. Chad, I've already talked to somebody, a friend of mine actually, who thinks that YouTube is not a job, right? And he's about to sign up for that job. So he's going to find out the hard way that it's more of a job than you can fucking imagine. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort if you're going to do it right. And you might not even succeed, right? So yeah, Noah Samson, putting a link on there. I don't know, just like anything that he can find. Oh, look at that. Like he's just looking for shit. He's just looking for it. He's just hunting around, cherry picking, trying to be like, oh, this is right. You say that you care about Gaza, but how could you care about Gaza if you also care about proton mail? God damn it, Ethan. Shut the fuck up, bro. You gotta demonetize your video if you want to put out a serious video. Oh yeah, demonetize it. Great. So it gets out to a smaller audience. Yeah, fuck that.
basically defaming a bunch of random YouTubers. He gets no views.
Oh, but yeah, we're not worried about Ethan Klein. We're worried about the random YouTubers. That's who we're, I'm a big boy. I can take care of myself, but I'm worried about Mudahar. I'm worried about Turkey Tom. I'm worried about Destiny and all these other poor YouTubers that Noah Samson has so callously defamed. What do we got in Loner Box? Wait, is that the video that they stuck with? Is that I thought the title... Oh, wait, no, YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide does have Loner Box in it, huh?
The video from 9 days ago has 120,000. The YouTubers Who Backed a Genocide, which was the first one, he has me, Lonerbox, Tom Dark,
Turkey Tom,
Muda, and Destiny in the thumbnail. And once again, he's flexing on the rubble. He's like, yo, look at this rubble. Ethan's pointing at it.
If Destiny was my roommate...
Oh, yeah, Beava. I might have missed that, too. Beava is telling me there's a reason why Proton is used on here. I'm assuming Ethan does not know. So, all I know about Proton Mail is it is a way to be a little bit more anonymous. So it's a little bit more anonymous than most email, than like just a standard email. If there's something else I'm missing, Beava, let me know. But is that what? So that's why he's putting it on there, because your sub ran out. Oh no, Manic Mermaid Ash. Hopefully, hopefully you get a gifty. On Twitch, you can actually direct the when you give a gift sub, you can actually direct it at the people that you want. On YouTube, you don't get to God damn. On YouTube, I see what you're saying, Shakespeare. That is fucking depressing. On YouTube, when you give the gift of weasels, they just kind of go out at random. But on Twitch, you can actually decide who gets it. So maybe somebody will give Mermaid a new subby. Aren't you supposed to cover a new tattoo? Oh, cover it up to make it heal? I think you're right. I'm trying to look through chat and make sure I'm not missing anything. Also, chat, if I end up missing anybody's super chat, not writing it down or any kind of donos or something that I'm not seeing because my fucking notifications are out of whack today. Let me know, because I don't want to leave anybody hanging. Oh my god, no.
I get him late all the time.
I know it, man. So he got 800,000 on this one, which is a lot of views for him. He's not a very talented creator. You'll see if you watch his videos. So, and then he's continued to.
We found out he's a great editor, though.
He's a terrible editor, in fact. Actually, he has no.
That's my. I'll leave all the rest of this to you. This is your fight. But when we get to the editing section,
you can.
I got things to say.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you can contribute there. Denial and deflection. So his new one came out, and it's getting him more views, which is good. This guy, anytime it comes to like cite an actual source, he goes, "Watch Bad Empanada for more details." Like he consistently sends it off to like the most deranged
to a history tuber. Right? Here's the thing about Bad Empanada. Is Bad Empanada the most deranged, yada, yada, yada? Sure. All right? On Twitter. And on his second channel, to a lesser extent. But on his main channel, he is mainly a history YouTuber, and he's actually a pretty accurate history YouTuber, right? I've had dealings with him that weren't great. Hassan has had dealings with Bad Empanada that weren't great. But he knows his shit, and there's a reason that people cite him in terms of, when you want a video that comprehensively covers a subject like this, a lot of times, there's a Bad Empanada video going over it. So debate was the worst invention in the world. Yeah, Davy, debate was a mistake.
Lunatic on the left as like a trusted source of information. But he essentially... He does the Bad Empanada doctrine. He just says the most inflammatory thing.
The Bad Empanada doctrine?
The most inflammatory title. And the thing is with these leftists, the truth doesn't matter. Hypocrisy doesn't matter. Nothing matters. All they want is to feel righteous and angry and to point. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, let's say that I do back a genocide. Let's say. I mean, I don't. There's no evidence I don't. I do. The only evidence he showed in his first video, by the way, that I back a genocide, is that he said I collaborate with Destiny. I'm a collaborator with Destiny because I pulled a few memes from his subreddit.
I pulled a few memes.
That's literally all he had to justify me being a fucking genocider. I mean, I'll watch the clip where he says,
is that better?
He lays out his whole argument. Actually, in the beginning of this one. But like, even if that's true, let's say, which it's not, how does this help Gaza? Like, how does this help the fucking people in Gaza right now who are under a 2-week blockade, who haven't had like resources or food or water or anything sent in there in 2 weeks from this blockade? How does this help them? Like, and the answer, of course, is that it doesn't. And and of course, the answer is that this is a drama slop video
he doesn't want the answer.
He's doing for attention and money, because
he doesn't really want the answer. I'm going to give it to him anyway. How does this help Gaza? 2 parts to this, all right? Content, all right? The video is not really about you. I don't know if you noticed it. You are a jumping off point of the video, but the subject matter of the video is actually Gaza. Right now, this is a subject matter that is not getting enough attention. There's a lot going on in the world. The world is on fire. Donald Trump, Elon Musk, all kinds of shit going on in the news. People don't hardly pay attention to the news, and people don't pay attention to, depressing subjects like genocide unless it's somehow served to them with a side of drama, right? So you, Turkey Tom, Destiny, Lonerbox, Mudahar, being on the thumbnail is serving as that spoonful of sugar that helps the medicine go down, right? So how is it helping Gaza? By informing people, most of whom don't know what's going on in Gaza, aren't up to date on recent developments, and don't understand the larger context of what's happening. These people are now they're baited by, ooh, Ethan Klein versus Noah Samson. Let me click on this. They click on it. They get a little bit of Noah Samson versus Ethan Klein, and they get a lot of fucking hard-hitting reality. Chat, when we watched Noah Samson's first video, I cried. All right? But it's important to reckon with the reality of what's going on. It's important to reckon with what time that we live in, and it's important to reckon with this being one of those things that you read about in history where, you know, people are kind of like wondering, what side are you on? And in your engaging people that are actually bringing attention to this in attempted cancellation and deplatforming, you're actually making it so that getting the information to people is harder than it should be. Noah Samson is using your bullshit to fight back, actually. It is using the drama that you've engaged in to try, and I gotta say it, chat, I don't want to be mean. Hassan said it already, but I'm gonna repeat it. To save your dying channel. To try to pull your fucking charred career out of the ashes, just to watch it blow away like you know, in your hands. Like I don't know. There's nothing to save. There's nothing of value to be saved here with Ethan's career, right? But that's what he's doing. He's trying to make his show more interesting by engaging in drama and making you think that the people that are talking about the subject of the human rights atrocity of our time are actually the bad ones. Are actually the bad one. And Ethan Klein is the good one for keeping in our mind that, you know, there's victims on both sides and blah, 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 all this fucking equivalence, all this false equivalency, right? You're on the wrong side of history, bro. Whether you realize it or not, you're on the wrong side of history.
It doesn't materially help the people of Gaza. He's not donating any of the money. He's certainly fucking fully commercializing them. He's putting ads. He's putting fucking ads on this, man. Like, the least he could do is donate the money he makes on these to like some Gaza charity. He should. He honestly should.
Or at a minimum, like 10% of the revenue from this video will go. You know, I mean, that's like phoning it in, but even that, a minimum.
I mean, listen, if you're going to use the rubble of Gaza in your thumbnail, you should donate the money. You should do that. These two videos, you should not keep the money. At least be consistent on that. Prove that you're not a total fucking hack.
You fucking rich asshole. You who wears many of my chatters' entire life on your wrist, right? You make the kind of money, you got watches like worth as much as people fucking make in a year, make in a lifetime, Ethan, and you're gonna tell somebody like, yeah, you should, the money, you should cut off your income if you want to do this. And like, the real thing is, if you want to cut off your income, like, I don't know, there's a way to like do a video as a fundraiser, which again, if you can afford to give up the income on something you've put a lot of work into, then yeah, I guess you could do that. But other than that, there's no way to have the reach that you normally would by having a monetized. So Chad, if you don't know, videos on YouTube, they can be monetized or not monetized, right? If a video is monetized, it generally gets more views. If a video is not monetized, it generally gets less views, right? The exception is, like I said, the fundraiser thing. I haven't used it yet. I don't know how it works exactly, but there is some way to, like, you know, you're earning ad revenue, but you're giving it to another source. But again, like, I don't know what Noah's financial situation is. I'll bet you though that it's not as, you know, good as Ethan's financial situation, right? Noah Samson is not an OG YouTuber that was around, I don't know, 10 years ago and has just, like, you know, made a massive platform for himself and has, like, you know, he has enough money to wipe his ass with, frankly.
Who's doing this for attention and money? Because at the end of the day, who benefits from these videos? Do the people of Gaza? No. Do they? I mean, can you think of one conceivable way that you could even argue that the people of Gaza benefit from these videos? Meanwhile, I'll tell you who does benefit from these videos. Noah Samson, who's making money. He's getting subscribers. He's getting kudos. Good job. So let's see. Noah Samson came up huge. He put sponsors. He got paid. Great. Gaza, still fucked. Does nothing to help them.
Ooh, Craig Ash has an answer for Ethan's question. Who benefits from this, or how do Gazans benefit from this? Craig Ash says we also need to socially stigmatize supporting genocide. Notice now Ethan and Mudahar are trying to claim that they support Palestine because it's embarrassing to support Israel. True words, Craig Ash.
So, I mean, just like in a terms of just looking at what's been accomplished, I mean, it's just pathetic. And we'll get into that, but yeah, just to give a little background. So in his new video, there's a clip of him. Let me pull it. Because I'm referencing this clip. And I think I showed a video of it here of when he was saying the escalating. Yeah, here. So this is a clip from his newest video that I thought was like
try 1.25.
You guys watch this and we'll talk about it.
Chat, let me know if this is too much. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit because we got a lot to cover here. Bro talked about Noah Samson for, let's see. Oh no. Almost 2 hours. Fuck. No, it's like 1 hour and 30 minutes.
People living in the West have the most power over anyone else in the world to stop the genocide. We are living in the belly of the beast. We have direct geographical, physical access to the politicians,
It's your country, it's your tax money that's doing it. It's your tax money that's enabling it, and it's your president that has once told Bibi Netanyahu to get a ceasefire. And it was the way he said it, right, was obviously disingenuous. I am not glazing up Trump here. I'm not saying that but I am saying that Trump has shown that he can at least get Netanyahu to agree to a ceasefire for one phase of the ceasefire. The problem is that he seems to have let Netanyahu cancel that ceasefire after one phase. Some ceasefire is better than no ceasefire, but don't get it twisted and think that Trump is a good guy or that he's doing this for the right reasons, right? He made most likely a corrupt deal with Netanyahu, like he does with everyone.
Propagandists, the weapons companies, and the supply chains that are facilitating this genocide. Protesting is great. We should keep doing that. But also, I feel like we have to be honest with ourselves. 17 months in, and what is protesting actually?
Felix says, do you think Ethan has gone too far at this point? Like, if he admits he was wrong, would his remaining fans just turn on him? Yeah. Some remaining fans. Okay, so his remaining fans, some of them are just all about Ethan, right? They really like him, and whatever he does, whatever he says, it's going to be fine. Maybe they don't have a lot of political, stands that they take or firm convictions, right? But they like Ethan, they like Hila, they're invested in the parasocial relationship, right? You got those people, the Fupa Troopas, and you got the true foot soldiers, the Destiny fans, right? The Destiny fans will turn on him. Whatever, Diorio fans, Destiny fans, whatever kind of Hassan hate audience that he has aggregated will turn on him. So it's going to be messy either way. But I don't know. Could he, he's never going to get his audience back. Could he get his dignity back? Could he credibly make an apology at this point? Because he's just been so baldly disingenuous. It's hard to imagine, but I don't know. I don't like to say never, chat. Never say never.
Accomplished. Raising awareness, sure. Divestment, yeah, in some places, but really politically, materially, nothing. Israel just killed the most children in its history in a single night with total impunity, with a deafening silence among the Western media. If we want this genocide to stop, it's time to escalate. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, yes.
Who's the bald guy, says George Jackson. Anybody remember his name? Is it Tom? Is this Tom that we're talking about here, sitting next to Ethan?
You can lay it out very easily, one sentence at a time. It's quite clear. We in the West...
Loner Box. Wait, what is he watching? Loner Box react to the video?
...have direct physical access to...
I think his image is over Loner Box.
A bunch of people...
See, chat, see how I put my image over here? Now, it may not stay... Like, I might have to move it around a little bit, but, like, I'm not covering up Ethan. Why is Ethan? Why are you covering up your friend Lonerbox? You gotta take the center stage, don't you?
The propagandists, after just labeling
Me in the thumbnail, by the way, being labeled specifically.
Hey, real quick, I was laughing because I thought that was a Zach's sound drop. Who was the little
Yeah, that's Tom, right? Am I right about
guy
that?
in the corner?
That's Lonerbox, and shout out to Lonerbox. He's been doing really good coverage of this, and I love. I think he is a very measured and great voice in this conflict. But at any rate, yeah.
bunch of people, creators, propagandists. What does protesting achieve? Well, some things, but overall, basically nothing. If we want this to stop, we need to escalate. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. If you had a clear vision.
Wait, I think that's Dan, his worker. Now, I haven't seen Dan in today's show yet, but he might be there. Dan is, does shave his head, so bald, right? And he does work for Ethan. But the guy that we just saw here, like, let me just pull it back because people are asking about a specific guy, I think. See if I can find him. Come on, Tom. Where you at? Where you at, Tom? Where's Tom?
Politically, materially, nothing. Israel just killed the most children in its history in a single night with total impunity, with a deafening silence among the Western media. If we want this genocide to stop, it's time to escalate. That's all I'm saying. So anyways, yes.
You can lay it out very easily, one sentence at a time. It's quite clear. We in the West have direct physical access to a bunch of people, including the propagandists, after just labeling.
Me in the thumbnail, by the way, being labeled specifically.
Hey, real quick, I was laughing because I thought that was a Zach's.
That's Tom. Am I right? Anybody wanna verify my memory on that? What does Ian know about what Noah does for Gaza? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You believe in socialism? That means you can't make money. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Davy Cliff. I misinterpreted his rationale there. I think you're right. I think Davy's got a point. He just criticized Frogan over asking for donos and ran a subathon begging for donos, and he doesn't need it. He's having poorer people than him. Chat. I want you to know something, okay? I live like, I don't know. I've compared it to an ascetic lifestyle before. That's probably an exaggeration, right? I'm not like giving up all worldly goods to, but I do give up a lot in terms of, I don't know, like getting my hair cut or paying for clothes or just like some of the normal thing that normal people, kind of do. I'm living in a country with a very low cost of living, and it's because I love what I do and I feel really lucky to be able to do it at all. And if I have to make some, sacrifices for that, that's fine. That being said, if you live more hand to mouth than me, right? I don't want you, feeling obliged to donate money. So, again, I talk about donations. I appreciate donations. I'll mention the donations because we'll mention the bonus goal because, it helps me keep the stream funded. But if you're the person that is supporting yourself and struggling, right? If you're the person that's supporting your family and is struggling and trying to keep everybody safe, trying to keep everybody together, take care of yourself, take care of your family first, as always, right? I would never do what Ethan's doing and expect people that are poorer than me to be giving me fucking subs, right? I don't want you to do that. If you're poorer than me, then you need to take care of yourself, right? Like I don't have money to, to sub to. There's a lot of good streamers. There's a lot of good content creators out there that if I had excess money, I would probably support financially, but I don't have excess money. And if you're poorer than me, then you definitely don't have excess money either. So like that's a point that I'm just trying to make. I'm not trying to, virtue signal or anything like that. Be like, I'm better than Ethan because I'm not, like I got a limit. But that's just like I care about you and I want you to be okay. And I know that sometimes the people who are the most generous are not the people with the most to be generous with, right? And I want to make sure that anybody with a generous spirit in chat that's thinking about like sending me the last of their money, don't do it. Keep it for yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Keep mind and soul and body and all that stuff together for yourself, because just know that I care about you, and know that there's other generous people out there that do have the means, and and if you can't support me financially, the thumb is so powerful. The thumb is overpowered. The thumb is underrated, right? hitting that like button, that helps me out a lot. Just being here helps me out a lot. Chatting and being engaged helps me out a lot. Leaving comments on my videos. There's so many things that you can help me out doing that do not cost you. Hey, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can go to my Twitch channel and you can drop a Prime sub. That helps me out actually monetarily just a little bit, and it costs you nothing, right? So just understand that I never want to be like this guy. I never want to be like somebody that's having a subathon encouraging people much poorer than I am to give money that they should better keep for themselves to me. But he does it. That's what he does. That's his deal. That's his business. He is so full of shit.
Sound drop. Who was the little guy in the corner?
That's Lonerbox, and shout out to Lonerbox. He's been doing really good coverage of this, and I love. I think he is a very measured and great voice in this conflict. But at any rate, yeah.
Bunch of people, creators, propagandists. What does protesting achieve? Well, some things, but overall, basically nothing. If we want this to stop, we need to escalate. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. If you had a clear vision for what needs to be done to stop the genocide, you would say it because you want to direct your audience into something fruitful. Unless the thing you want your audience to do is against TOS, criminal, violent, etc. He's calling for people to do something that he is too cowardly to say himself. He's calling for people to do dirty work for him. That's what this is. It is unambiguously a call for violence, okay? I'm sorry. And he doesn't want to...
Here we got the call to action shit. Let me read here. Leftovers, Snow is reminding me that Leftovers videos are still being monetized by Ethan. Ethan takes all the money. Yeah, if he thinks those are serious subjects that they were talking about, which they are. They were talking about what's going on in Gaza. They were talking about, I don't know, capitalism. Well, okay, I think the one we're talking about is the Gaza ones, right? If he wasn't a hypocrite, he would have demonetized those videos, especially after the fact, right? You don't have to worry as much about reach, I guess, afterwards. So Ethan also takes the donos and super chats from the podcast. 1.25 should be fine. Good to see you, Galactic News Network. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing well. He is an accomplice to the genocide by whitewashing Israel's crimes. Yeah. Ethan looks ill. He has for a while. And I don't know if it's like I always hypothesize that maybe Ethan has a conscience somewhere. The conscience is what's making it hard for him to deal. Noah's getting swole again. Hassan swole. Sam's calves. Damn. The right should be scared. The left is getting, hey, my calves too, Chad. I haven't started up, I haven't found a Muay Thai place yet, but I'm looking to do that. I'm getting back in get my cardio back up. I just want to get settled, and I want to make sure that everything is taken care of for the stream before I get involved in any of that. He runs Teddy Fresh. Wait, is it Tom we're talking about, Ophelia? Have you seen those clothes? Oh, yeah, Dignity. Oh, no, you're talking about Ethan. Ethan runs Teddy Fresh. The clothes are toddler core, and so for that reason, Ophelia asks, what Dignity? Indeed, Ophelia. Violet, if he continues to try entertaining as a career, what will the rest of his career look like? Will he go down further, down the alt-right rabbit hole? I mean, that's kind of where he's headed to. Gubular says it's Tom Ward. Joshua confirms his name is Tom. His own sub ripped into the tattoo. Fans, they're turning already. What was he always that sniffy? Oh, the ContraPoints video. Yeah, Woody Red, you're right. I got to get into that. That's a 2-hour-long video. We must all get swole and learn Muay Thai, says Shakespeare. Do I know that about Jink? I will have a beer with literal Nazis. Uger banning Francesca. Somebody told me in comments that Jink had fired. Okay, banning her from the what is it called? John Adirola's show is called the. Is it the Breakdown? I can't remember, chat. No, it's not the Breakdown. It's something else. I should know. Adirola is one of the better people still on TYT. But yeah, Francesca's banned from making appearances on there. The loseriest of loser boxes. It's Tom Ward, says Funkmaster Kaw. Ethan made the only person who believes Lonerbox He's the only person who thinks Lonerbox is intelligent. Hey, no, I'm not saying Lonerbox is. I don't want to attack the guy's intelligence, but I will say that he's gotten a lot worse as a history tuber since he started engaging with the Destiny sphere, both morally and probably, yes, intellectually as well. Picked up an 8. Oh, geez. I hope you're okay with that, Joseph Ostin. Take care of yourself. I care about you. Know your limits. As I'm learning mine as well out here. Always feels like we got to have a politics 101 class in order to slowly, patiently explain to them what protests are and what they do. Good point. Only thing I can think of is Lonerbox. Mm-hmm. I do that. Mm-hmm. Reacception. We got some reacception going. Well, it's so hard, Pixel Penguin, right? That Ethan is actually over Lonerbox. Like Lonerbox is underneath Ethan. Ethan needs to move his square out of the way, but if he does, then I'll have to move mine. Are we supposed to have a poll? BCatK, good question. All right, so how are we doing the bonus content tonight? I don't have a poll. What I have is your suggestions. So when you donate, whether that donation take the form of a super chat, a super sticker, if you get yourself a membership, if you gift memberships, if you support me on Throne, if you sign up for my Patreon, or if you support me over on Twitch, let me know in the chat what would you like me to do for bonus content? It's like open. It's what does Shaxby always say? The Dark Horse Dono Dojo. That's what we're doing. We're doing Dark Horse Dono Dojo because I don't have time to put it up like that, but I will try to at least put up the where we're at. We're at 60% out of 100%. If we get to 100%, then I'll do some bonus content with you. Much the consternation of my friend who's trying to get me to go to lunch. I should eat something, chat, but I just gotta get this stream done.
His cute little
you gotta
life.
move the box. I'm covering.
Oh, that's just some
Yeah, I'm
advanced stuff.
figuring out how to do that.
What can I do here to help?
You could just go full screen on it.
I mean, it was full screen. It is full.
I meant Lena, but
yeah, you can go full screen. It's fine. I don't need to see me.
here, I think I could. No, this one. Oh, this one. I got it.
Doesn't want to fuck his income and ruin the little cushy career that he's got a hold of. He doesn't want to do that. He wants other people to fuck up their lives and get thrown in jail or whatever else for him. He wants other people to be Luigi or fucking what's his face, Aaron Bushnell or whoever else. And it's interesting that he said propagandist because that might actually encompass the people that he's just spent the entire video calling genocide defenders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if you can understand how January 6th was an incitement to violence, Trump, despite him saying peacefully, patriotically, if you can understand how that whole speech in all its context is a call to violence, then you understand how this is as well.
I would say, I mean, I agree with everything he said. It's not subtle at all. And this guy, again, he sits here in his grandma's fucking extra bedroom, okay? And he has the fucking audacity to be like, hey, it's time to escalate, guys. We know exactly where the people live. We know exactly where the weapons manufacturers are, the government work. We know exactly where they are. And guess what? Second Amendment. What are you waiting for? Go do it. Go be a revolutionary, Noah. Stop sitting there like a fucking bitch waiting for someone else to start it. Go. Do it, man. Please. Go fucking do it. Prove to us that you're so legit revolutionary. Oh, but again, the same thing with the song. Oh, I have to risk something material for myself? I can't go. Sorry. I want to put out an appeal to my most psychotic followers. Like, let's say there's maybe 100 of them, like the most psychotic, unhinged followers, mentally unwell, and specifically put a target.
I gotta be real. I feel like one of the Fupa Troopers in here earlier was talking about this, like they were saying call to action. I don't get what he's talking about. You know what a call to action is? Like if I said stuff like, started talking about what Ethan deserves, right? And I implied that it was, right, like I didn't directly say anything, but I gave people in chat the impression that, Ethan deserves something bad. Right. And somebody in chat was deciding, yeah, he really does. And right. That's a call to action. I'm not making that. I don't want that. I don't ever want that. I don't even want you to give people shit in comments or, I'm not trying to stoke any kind of, harassment or anything, or I'm trying not to stoke. I'm specifically making a uncall to action, a call to non-action, a call to to not do the brigading thing that people tend to do on the internet. I don't like that. I don't want you to do that. I especially don't want you to do it on my account, okay? But that's what he's talking about, and I don't get what he thinks that Hassan or Noah or anybody's doing that is a call to action, that is implying that somebody should do yada yada yada, right? I don't get it. I don't know what he's talking about. He's full of shit.
On my fucking head and say it's time to escalate. We know where he lives. I mean, this is psychotic. It's dangerous. It's psychotic. It's irresponsible. Hassan has platformed this video. He's spent 2 hours watching it. It's being paraded around. I mean, this is fucking insane. This is insane. It's insane. It's disgusting. It's insane. It's unforgivable. And it's gross. I really don't even know what to say about it. I mean, it kind of leaves me speechless on that one. Yeah, and he later, after getting called out for that, he cut it out. Which once again proves what a fucking low... This guy has no integrity. He cut it out. Like, he won't stand on his business. What are you afraid of, dude? You're going to get TOS? Stand on your shit, bro. You want someone to kill me? Okay, stand on it, bro. You want someone to come fucking kill me? Stand on your shit. Why erase it now, fuck? Guess what? We saved it. I mean, this guy's legitimately should be on an FBI terrorist watch list. Like, legitimately. In fact, I genuinely think this dude needs to be fucking tipped off to the FBI. Because that is straight up. He's like, we need people to go bomb fucking and attack buildings, government buildings, people.
What?
Like,
where are you getting this, Ethan? Like, did I miss it, chat? Did he say something like that? Where's Ethan getting this?
There's no fucking
people living in the West
there.
have the most power over anyone else in the world to stop the genocide. We are living in the belly of the beast. We have direct geographical, physical access to the politicians, the propagandists.
He's saying kill the politicians. I mean, There's no way to even, he can't pretend that that's not what he's saying. He's saying we need to escalate. We know where they are. What does that mean?
Go like handle business.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
you know where they are.
No. I'm sorry. Escalate. In this case, I believe, wasn't he talking about we live in the country, or many of us live in the country that is enabling Israel to be doing this shit. We live in a country with a president that told Netanyahu to do a ceasefire, and Netanyahu did a ceasefire. Now, he didn't say, keep the ceasefire and go through with the ceasefire, but he said start the ceasefire, get the hostages back, and then, you can do some more Israel shit after that, right? So, but that proves that Trump can, that potentially, if United States citizens put enough pressure on the president, on the Congress, on the, and obviously Trump's not going to be super responsive to this, but theoretically, right, to the extent to which the, government is still a government of, for, and by the people, right? Americans can have an effect on this, right? That's, I think, am I missing it, chat? Is that not what Noah's saying to escalate? Ethan does not dress well enough to be nasty. As he is about other people's appearances. Nice. Saw Ethan got popped in the eye by Hila on the, what? He got popped in the eye? I didn't see that. It's pretty pathetic to call leftists Dan AB. Oh, so-called leftists agree with Ethan's work. Okay, so go to the comment section of any damage. Okay, so look, if somebody wants to donate and say a certain damage report video, it's full of people begging John to leave TYT and go independent. If there's any video of what's going on with Francesca and Jink, and people want me to do that for bonus content, I could do that as well. I see that a lot of people in chat are interested in that subject. What did you think about Noah's call to action? Kind of taken aback, but well, wait, am I right about Noah's call to action? Did I interpret that right? I don't think it was a call to action that had anything to do with Ethan Klein, right? Ethan Klein is not the person whose mind you need to change to get something to happen. It is your, elected officials, to the extent which they are accountable to voters, which is not as much. But yeah, Rocco 97, you can definitely vote to hold them a little bit accountable to the extent that we still have elections. I don't know. This isn't Frozen. This is Speed. Wait, snails. Are we? Wait, is that a snail? I can't tell. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too slow. Ethan is. How long before he calls ICE to deport Noah? Is that what you're saying? I mean, calling him a terrorist. Yeah, in this environment. Irony is that isn't that a call to action, kind of? Well, yeah. Like, I mean, it's a call to action of, calling for something to happen to him legally. Ethan just wants people to be brutalized by the government. Trying to catch up with chat here. His solution to genocide is sitting down, frowning, and sniffing. True. Looks and sounds like Keemstar, kind of. Yeah, with the black hair, and the Esteban. Although Keemstar's beard is a little more than just an Esteban. Next, Ethan will say mobilization of terrorism and be on the side of fascists to save his own skin. Keemstar Karen Klein. Noah said actions for Palestine need to be escalated. But is Ethan trying to claim that's a call to action on him? I mean, like, how it works, chat, is like the first level of escalation is to speak up, right? To put pressure on politicians. That you don't want your tax money going to murder. The second is to get out on the street and to make yourself seen and heard, right? And yeah, like things like oh my god, I'm trying to think of the word for it. Things of the, I mean, you know the whole thing. It's like, how protests work, how movements work. The when people put themselves in situations where they're going to be arrested, they do it to make a point. I mean, it's just, that I think that's a call to legal action, but given the accusations and current admin, the call to action is, oh yeah, well, yeah, that's what he wants to happen. He's definitely seems to have a wish for harm on, oh my god, very active chat today. I love it. Organized civil disobedience, AMLO's aluke. That was the word that I could not call to mind because I haven't drank enough coffee. Here, I'll see if I can make some coffee in the background.
Thing is, like, let's be even as generous as possible. And he's saying, "Oh, go protest where they live." Maybe he's saying. However,
yes, civil disobedience. Chat knows what I'm talking about. Like, right? I think that most people with a basic understanding of civics know, what is meant by the kind of pressure that people can put on their government.
Oh, that there's crazy people in your audience that are hearing it exactly the way that it sounds, which is go fucking do harm. Because these people are doing a genocide. I mean, what's worse than that?
Let me ask you this. I don't know the whole history of the show.
So I love that by that logic, if the government's doing something wrong, if the government's doing something immoral, you can never point it out, because the obvious implication is if some great harm is happening, some great human rights abuse is happening, that you want physical violence to be done to those responsible, and so you can never point it out because that's just a call to action. No, Ethan, that's called the truth. That's called the truth, Ethan.
And everything, right? But
new comment check is the saint of look around and find out.
Have you ever, one of your enemies or your beefs on YouTube, have you ever said, like, to your followers, like, go show up at these people's house, go protest out?
I wouldn't say,
or like, go take action against them, like, but not threatening to kill somebody.
Nothing comes to mind, but of course that's something I don't want to flat out deny right off the bat.
Sorry.
But I think if I've ever done it, it's not like...
I think the lawyers usually say, I cannot recall.
Yeah, I can't recall, to be honest with you, Tom. But this is like the way he's framing this, where it's like, there's a genocide happening, kids are being murdered, and these are the people responsible. We need to escalate. Like, this is a push. This is a call. This is a justification.
Yeah.
If I ever said something like... I think the closest I said is go to Ted Cruz houses and... Did we cut that part or did it make it in?
Well, I don't even know what you're referring to.
I'm sorry, this is the guy that suggested that the NRA should receive a package from Jokey Smurf. It's a surprise, right? And then you open the package and it turns you into Yosemite Sam, right? It's got, you got the right. He literally said, he literally did a call to action against the NRA, right? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? He's like, I've never done anything like that. Bro, you've done more than most YouTubers that are not fucking banned. You've done more than most people, and like, I don't know, somehow survived on this platform.
Bro.
I was super angry after what was the last mass shooting where the cops just stood there?
Uvalde.
Yeah, Uvalde. I was like fucking so livid about what happened there. And then they had a an NRA meeting in this town next door.
Oh, you're talking about the NRA incident.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that would. Yeah.
But that's
and
okay.
you got in trouble for that.
Yeah, I got busted. I own it. It's fine. I mean,
but my point of all that was you didn't do this.
Well, the thing is, I can tell you right now, I didn't mean what I said. I understand that it was irresponsible. This guy means every fucking word. You know, it's disturbing. And again, his argument, which we'll get into, for wanting someone to come kill.
I'm sorry, but in my heart of hearts, I didn't want anything bad to happen to the NRA facilities. I just said it out of pocket, but I didn't want to. So it's okay to say it. You can say whatever you want, as long as in the heart of hearts you know that you don't really want it to happen. You could wish whatever kind of horrible thing on somebody, for them to be melted in a vat of sulfuric acid a la Breaking Bad, right? You can do that as long as in the heart of hearts you know that you don't really want that to happen. You just tell like, right, just explain it to the judge, like, no, Your Honor, I didn't really, to YouTube if you get demonetized. Yeah, what is he talking about? What is he even talking about?
Tell me is that I'm a quote collaborator with Destiny, someone I've almost not talked about at all. I've never done anything collaborative with him. He says that because there's a few memes that I pulled from his subreddit.
Wait, Omega Star says that's the first I've seen of the tattoo. Did he show the tattoo or something? Chat, the tattoo is a potential topic for bonus content, right? So you see here we got the dono goal. I don't have the vote. I don't have the wherewithal to do what I usually do for that. But we're at 60% already. If we get to 100%, we'll do bonus content. So far, I've got I'm taking down suggestions from people who donate as far as what content. So far, the only suggestion I've gotten is Mike from PA covering Ethan's tattoo. So if you want to see Ethan's tattoo, he does talk about it at the beginning of the stream. And apparently Mike from PA talks about it too. So, if that's something that's of interest to you, feel free to let me know when you donate, and I will add it. Yeah, or if you have another topic that you want covered. That's how we're kind of doing things today. I'm going to cover as much of this Noah Samson. Noah Samson. I'm going to cover as much of the Noah Samson as I can today. And then, if we hit the bonus content thing, I'll stay on a little bit longer, and I'll do one more thing, and it might be Ethan's tattoo, because everybody seems to be really interested in Ethan's tattoo right now. There might be something else that you're really interested in that you're thinking of in chat. If you donate, feel free to let me know. We will take suggestions from donors, and we will see if we can get to 100%, which we are only 40% away from. So I have great hope for this stream. How if this crew still write? How are they still writing with Ethan? I would guess that some of them need the benefits, need the healthcare, need whatever benefits Ethan is providing. Like they can't dip out, right? Because some of the crew have resigned. We don't know exactly why, but it's not too much of a stretch to say that maybe they just don't want to be a part of this garbage anymore. Ethan doesn't mean it when calling for people to commit terrorism, but Noah, his call to action against genocide, that's a capital offense. Yeah, the principled one, that's problematic. The unprincipled one that he didn't even fucking mean, not bad. He asked for people to track down Joe and Matt Lieb, as well as sent people to sponsors. Seriously, call to action for every Hassan. Very start. Yeah, you're right, Violet. At the very start of the episode, he shows the tattoo, and again, that's on the that's on the list. That's the one I've gotten so far for the dono goal. So if we hit that right now, we do the tattoo. If somebody else suggests something and chat seems to like it better, maybe we can do that. But dono goal at 60% goes forward every time you do a super chat, super sticker, if you get yourself a membership, if you gift a membership, if you sign up for my Patreon, if you support me on Throne, or if you support me over on Twitch, the dono goal will go up. If it goes up to 100%, I'll stay on a little bit longer. And I will cover as much of this chat until my hunger becomes too great and I start flagging. And then maybe, I don't know if we'll have to do half of this tomorrow or what, but I'll do as much as I can. And if we hit the dono goal, I'll do a little bit more.
That someone should kill
I'll push
me.
a little harder.
Weapons companies and the supply chains that are facilitating this genocide. Protesting is great. We should keep doing that. But also, I feel like we have to be honest with ourselves. 17 months in, and what is protesting actually accomplished? Raising awareness, sure. Divestment, yeah, in some places. But really, politically, materially, nothing. Israel just killed the most children in its history in a single night with total
Amlozaluche. That tattoo is a war crime. Yeah, it's a crime against tattoos. It's a crime against art, I would say.
impunity, with a deafening silence among the Western media. If we want this genocide to stop, it's time to escalate.
It's a crime against body art. That's what I was trying to say.
That's all I'm saying. So anyway,
I'm waiting for you, man. The revolution's waiting on you, buddy.
It will be televised.
It will be monetized. Yeah. We're putting ads
The
on these
revolution
bitches.
will be.
Sarah says I should look at the tattoo, just take it again. I've seen it. I don't remember where I saw it, but somebody sent it to me. I know what you're talking about. I had to remember because I've got so many things going through my mind. I've seen it, but if you want me to react to it, that is what the dono goal is for right now. So we got a good chance of me, so I'll react to the beginning of this video where Ethan talks about the tattoo and shows the tattoo, and I'll react to the Mike from PA segment if we hit that dono goal, which. Again, I think we can do it. I think we're 40%. That's not that far away, chat. That's not that far away at all.
Monetized.
Absolutely, it will be. No, you think Noah's gonna not get comfy? This man wants to get out of grandma's extra spare bedroom. Trust me on that.
He wants a Jack Doherty house.
This dude is sitting with that straight up haunted 1950s furniture. Bro, what are you doing? Holy shit. Yeah, he's a pathetic loser. And we're gonna enjoy have some fun here, guys. So I said this is going too far. There's a pic of me and others. Mudahar.
You feel ignored? Wait, Omega Star, are there is there stuff going on in Twitch chat that I'm not seeing? I'm seeing Twitch chat, but Omega Star's talking about something else, maybe. We do. So if you don't know, I'm on my laptop today. I don't have my setup. I don't have the microphone I want. I don't have the camera that I want, but I'm doing what I can to give you this, topic while it's going on. Right now, let me see if I can open up another. Is there a Twitch doc? Because I know that I usually have Twitch open, but I may be missing some stuff. SE live docs, stream setup. I don't see it. I don't know why that's not popping up. Stream, yeah, for some reason, the Twitch chat, I might have to create a custom. Anyway, let's just not worry about that right now. I'll do what I can. Oh, and the butterfly. Wait, Omega Star says, I donated $15 and a corgi to you. Wait, on YouTube or on Twitch? Again, chat. If anybody's donating and I'm not acknowledging it, feel free to tag me in chat. Let me know. You're talking about on YouTube, right? You're talking about a super sticker. But thank you, Omega Star, for and thanks for letting me know too, because like I said, I don't have notifications. I don't have my normal setup. I'm missing a lot of stuff apparently. But yeah, let me add that. Let me add that 15. All right, so dono goal. It's gonna say, and I'll take your word for it, chat. All right, you said 15, so 75% of the way towards the dono goal. Thank you, Omega Star, for I think you're talking about a super sticker. I think that's what you're talking about. No, I didn't see it. Throne. Oh, throne. Okay, 100 bits and a throne. Okay. Well, but thank you. Yeah, again, I'm just not. I'm not seeing a lot of the stuff, and I'm not getting the notifications because again, I'm on my laptop. This is not the setup. So I'm counting on you in chat to keep me apprised of things like that. Thank you for keeping me. Should it be 76 Omega? Is that what you said for the 100 bits? I don't know why it's not showing me the bits, but shit is not the way that it should be.
It was me, Mudahar, and Destiny in this one. Mudahar, who I've spoken with about this, I especially feel bad for because he is a practicing Muslim and he's part of a Muslim community. And he's accusing Mudahar of being pro-genocide for like basically saying he disagrees with Hassan promoting terrorist groups. And the way these fucking white savior losers, man, they're like all the same. It's like he's weaponizing his own like religion against him, saying he's like a bad Muslim. That's the insinuation. It's like, bro, he looks crazed, by the way.
Ethan is throwing stuff against the wall and seeing what sticks. Can I call him a white savior? Can I call him a this? Can I say that's a call to action? He's just looking for shit. It reminds me of rock climbing. You know, I don't know why this metaphor comes to mind. My friend does rock climbing, but if you've ever done rock climbing before, you know that what most of the facilities are is they got a wall, they got screws in the wall, and into those screws go little like handholds, right? And so they'll put like, you know, different shapes handholds in different places, and you're supposed to like grab this one and then wedge your fingers in that one and then grab that one and then you put your feet on that one, right? And you find a way, right? You just basically you make it work so that you can climb to the top of the wall, right? That's what rock climbing is like, and it feels like that's what Ethan is doing, as he's just like, yeah, can I wedge my fingers over here? Can I put this over here? There's not like a great deal. I don't know what. Maybe rock climbing. Maybe I'm insulting rock climbing because like I'm sure there's a lot of thought put into like how you do your rock climbing. But what I mean is he's just finding his way to some semblance of an argument where no good argument, no sound argument actually exists by skipping little logical steps. And you know, with the power of parasociality, right? It doesn't matter. Ethan, you know, to his audience, Ethan's a good guy. He's on the right side of history. He's standing on his shit. He's standing up for his family. What the fuck ever? What the fuck ever, Ethan?
I don't know if you see that. His eyes. He looks kind of crazed. Do mom and dad know what you film? Or does grandma know what you film in her extra bedroom, dude? I bet grandma's a pro Israel. You know, start with her. Let's escalate against grandma. You know, and I'm talking.
We don't know anything about it.
And I'm talking.
We don't know anything about his
about
grandma.
sending the lasagna
Leave the
back
grandma out of this
to warm it up because it didn't come off out enough. There's a pic of me and others in thumbnail saying I support genocide and direct call for violence against us. Separately, Noah Samson's a giant fucking pussy calling for other people to commit acts of violence. What are you waiting for, bro? This is the thing that I get all the time with these pseudo-revolutionaries. They're just waiting for someone else to do it. Hey, man, the revolution, dude. It's time to escalate. Who wants to do it? Not me, of course.
You know what's funny? I was saying, Jack Doherty, it reminds me of what you were saying. Like, he picks fights with these big dudes and then sends the security guards on him to fight his fight.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's doing the same thing. Like,
yeah.
Megastar says he's rock falling,
fight guys,
actually.
big security guards, go fight my fight.
What are you waiting for, bro? Go do it. Or you just want others to risk their lives while you actually live a cushy life off of a genocide. Sponsored. I mean, bro, you should either not monetize the video or donate this fucking... Oh, shit. Wait, I think he's wanted for a crime.
To play something, his brain is fried. He can only spout hate and repeat phrases that, yeah, it's buzzwords. It's buzzwords. That's all he's got. That's all he's throwing shit against the wall, seeing what sticks.
I think he is on the FBI most wanted list.
No!
That's him. We got him.
Yo!
Holy shit. Somebody call the president.
It's in the eyes for sure.
Wait, what's the story with this?
It was like a police sketch, and it was just funny because it was just such a fucking...
Well, so hold on. I think the funny thing about this is that it led to the arrest of the guy.
Oh, it worked. And he did look like it. Oh, wait, I think you're right.
It actually looked like the guy.
Yeah.
Like he was...
Anybody know this meme? Feels like an old meme I missed out on.
Hold on.
Like everyone makes fun of it being a shitty...
Yeah, and then when you see it, you're like, oh, that actually...
Yeah, this is him. Look.
Yeah, here. Ethan's got it.
Show the picture.
They fucking got him.
And no, they didn't. I mean... It's funny. It's funny that it does have you can make it work. All right, but here's what they missed. They missed his hairline, right? They did not accurately represent his hairline. They did not accurately represent his face shape. All they got is I don't even see like crow's feet. They're drawn crow's feet on here. I don't see crow's feet on the guy. I do see some smile lines. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Is that a uncanny resemblance? His chin is all his chin is all rounded. His the eyes somehow. Why do the eyes work? Why do the eye? Maybe the distance between the eyes and the smile line or something, and the nose. There's some kind of ratio thing that's accurately represented there. There's something in there, right? But there's a lot missing. They tried to cover up his hairline with the Tim Pool fixer. Oh, with
my
the beanie, with the beanie.
God.
That's him.
Shut up.
That's him.
Oh my God.
So, you know.
Wow, great police
Ladies and
work.
gentlemen, we got him.
So that's it. Congrats, Noah, on the sponsored post there. I'm so thankful that Muda is taking a stand against this insanity. And yes, we are in touch. Stay tuned. Mudahar was forced to put out a statement. He said a response to defamatory claims.
He's forced, chat. He's forced.
He wrote more, but I'll just read this first part.
I'm gonna get some tea.
You can read the whole thing on Twitter. I think he posted it. In the last couple of weeks, a YouTuber, Noah Samson, has uploaded a few videos labeling me as a genocide supporter in the title and thumbnail of the video. Today, my team sat down to watch them. I could not find a single clip of me supporting the Israeli government or any of its genocidal practices. Normally, I'd not engage with this discourse, but this has affected my business and has bled into my personal life. As a Muslim, I've always supported my people, and I've never talked about this topic with much political knowledge. That said, you don't need to be knowledgeable to stand against the injustices by the IDF. Journalists and civilians have recently been killed in a wave of attacks, ending a short-lived ceasefire. That is never okay, and it needs to end, and I hope in my lifetime it does. In regards to Noah and his defamation, I never want to financially harm or bring a lawsuit to a creator, but slander like this is far too extreme and unchecked, which is at this time we are exploring legal action against Noah for defamation. I think that's a wonderful statement, and it really, I feel, encapsulates how I feel about it too. Like, I've never want to sue someone for defamation, but like, at what point it's like
that's a weird kind of statement, because it's like, on one hand it's like, oh, I would never do I would never use litigation in order to silence another creator who had an opinion about me, even if I thought it was wrong. But no, in this case I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway.
at what point do you kind of fucking have to? You can't, like, you can't let this shit slide. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like basically someone calling you a pedophile. Be like, yeah, no, Ethan's a pedophile.
It's not. You either diddle or you don't. Okay? So with an accusation of, of that, there at least is like a material truth to it, right? As far as this supporting a genocide, right? It's an interpretation of actions, right? When you attack content creators almost exclusively that are standing up against that genocide, when you act like the real danger, the real, transgression has come from protesters, has come from college students, has come from the Palestinian people themselves, rather than from the IDF, that can be interpreted as supporting a genocide. You might not agree with that interpretation, and that's fair. And then your remedy is to make a video and saying, this is why Noah Samson is wrong. Just like Mudahar's doing with his statement. He's saying, I don't agree with that interpretation. Here's the reasons why. I think this guy's wrong. I want you to understand me. I don't support this stuff. I want to make a statement on that, right? And what you got is competing interpretations. You don't have a malicious misrepresentation, which is essentially what defamation is, if it means anything at all. Malicious misrepresentation. If I said Ethan wasn't wearing a hat on the stream, and somehow that caused him material harm because people thought he wasn't wearing a hat, people that would have donated or subbed or, bought merch from Teddy Fresh do not do so because they're like, Ethan is no longer wearing a hat. I cannot possibly support a creator not wearing a hat. But they're only believing this because I misrepresented the truth of the matter when Ethan was verifiably wearing a hat. That would be definition. That would be defecation. No, that would be defamation. All right, chat. I'm not that tired. I can still say, still tell you the difference between defamation and defecation. Okay. If I try, if I concentrate, I am starting to fade. A little bit. Hopefully, we hit that 75%, and we can move on to some bonus content before I have to end the stream. But I am running on very little calories at the moment. It's just hard to find. Believe it or not, it's hard to find food here because like I don't know what's in food, and I don't want to eat any animals. So it's not that you know there's lots of delicious vegan food here. I just don't know how to find it. I'm trying to. Giardia is defecation. What time is it there? It is 11. Wait, no, that's the wrong time. Let me read you the right time. It is 1:17 in the afternoon here. It is 11:17 at night. This is around the time that I would normally stop. Be close to stopping my stream, right, in LA, in the West Coast, right, in where I used to live, right, and then in the East Coast it is, what is it, like 2:18? Is that right? I think it's 2:18 on the East Coast. I don't know. You'll have to tell me, any UK people I've got, what time it is. Is it in your neck of the woods? But yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And I've eaten breakfast today. I haven't eaten lunch, and I just haven't been like feeding myself as much as I should, because it's hard, Chad. It's hard to order anything. It's hard to find anything. It's hard to know anything here. But it's 1:18 Central Standard Time. Some brekkie. Yeah, I had a little bit of brekkie. I tried out Google. Okay, no, actually, play something. I tried Google Translate, and that seemed to be. Now, can you tell me, play something? Is Google Lens in some way better than Google Translate? It's 5:15 p.m. in Melbourne. Well, I'm glad that I'm streaming at a decent time for all my Australian fans. Happy 1-year sub. Thank you. Wait, for you, Moinoe, or. Also, chat, if I'm missing anybody's subs, if I'm missing anybody's super chats, if people, like if I'm missing anything, let me know. At me, catch me on that, because my notifications aren't, they're not making sounds, they're not doing things. The only way I know is if I happen to see it in chat, or if somebody tells me. So just let me know. We're at 75%. If we get to 25% higher, then we'll do some bonus content. And we'll try to, and it looks like that bonus code, yeah, it'll be Ethan's tattoo. So if anybody wants to see Ethan's tattoo, we are literally 25% from getting there. So keep those donations coming if you are, in a good financial state. Like I said, chat, I never want to do what Ethan does and like suggest that people that are in a worse financial situation than me should donate to me. Because if you're in a worse financial situation than me, you need to keep that money for yourself. All right, you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. So,
pedophile.
1 year for Omega Star on Twitch. I'm guessing. Am I missing people's subs?
And then people in your life being like, "Yo, this guy's a pedophile."
It's just not showing me everything. I think Google Lens is using Google Translate as a feature, but can match pictures and shop and identify from photos. Interesting. I'll get Google Lens too.
Like it's like that. This is what he's doing. He's causing material, personal damages to us. He's lying blatantly about us in videos where it completely.
I should round us out with my resub, says Omega Star. Resub on YouTube? I'm confused. But it definitely gets us to 85%. It sounds like you're saying that it gets us even further than that. Just tell me what I'm missing, chat. Omega, did you sub on Twitch or something? A sub on YouTube? Oh, you mean what? Oh my God! What? But I see your super chat. I see your super chat, Omega Star. I am so apologizing. Chat has been fast and furious today. And 1 year for Omega Star. Wait, why am I missing this? It should show up. It should show up somewhere. If it's on YouTube, it definitely should show up. I don't even know, chat. Did you see I resubbed? Been a whole year now. Okay, now I see that chat. What am I missing? Oh my God. No, like, look, this is a good problem to have. The fact that chat is so... There we go. Member for 12 months. Weird Champs. Message. Glad you made it. Weasel power go. You just got weaseled, Omega Star, and that's a good thing. Okay, so that gets us to what? Like, unless I missed something, we're at 88%. We are a mere 12% from hitting that dono goal. So far, I'm just not very impressed with Ethan's claim, right? The claim of defamation, the accusation that that Noah Samson is doing some kind of a dangerous call out, a call to action against Ethan. I'm not buying it. Like, if you use Google Lens and hover over a menu or a sign, oh yeah, that's true about Google Translate as well. Maybe Google Translate uses Google Lens. I don't know. Not to brag, but I've been subbed for 17 months on YouTube. Okay, I mean to brag a little bit. Hey, you have every right to brag. That's a flex right there, Moino. And thank you for supporting me for 17 months. YouTube member chat. Video is barely about him. I know, like, we've been over this, right? The video that, like, look, this is Hassan talks about this all the time. Like, you know, you got what people want to see, which is usually drama, and you got what people need to see, which is the human rights atrocity of our time, right? And what people aren't seeing enough of, because it's hard to look at, and it's, you know, depressing, and it is enraging, and there's so much you know, the media cycle just like turning us away from this. Here, look at this. Here, look at this. Oh, look, Elon did something. Oh, look, you know, Joe Rogan did something, right? And so, you know, what Noah's doing is he's using, you know, people's and the algorithm's preference for drama to draw attention to something that is not being paid attention to, but should be paying attention to, if anyone missed that. Defecation, defamation. Let's call the whole thing off, right, Tajium?
The unsupported claims, and well, let me just say that it's not a threat; it's a promise.
Kicked my shin.
And that party's going to be getting started probably by the end of this week. So.
No, I'll just voice this because I was saying this to you before the show too. You know, I'm far from a lawyer. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but when I heard you say that, in my mind, it's like, well, it's like, it's political speech, doesn't it? It like gets very like kind of murky with that kind of stuff, right?
Well, I mean, political speech. What does that mean? I mean, you just can't lie. You can't be like,
well, just like
you can't be like George.
Can he argue that it's an opinion?
He doesn't present it as opinion,
right? Well, so and this is why I'm prompting you, because you gave me an explanation that I thought made sense. Well, so and that your lawyer.
There are certain. In defamation with public figures, it's tricky, right? Especially in California. There are certain things you can accuse people of that rise above to make it like actionable, which is like wrongfully accusing someone of being a pedophile, a sex criminal, a murderer, shit like that, or a genocide supporter.
And again, like I said, with a PDF person, you either diddled or you didn't. Okay, I'm liking people's super chats now. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it looks like everything's accounted for. Okay, we're caught up. I'm just making sure. But yeah, like there's a difference. Like it's not that like. It's not going to be subjective in that way, right? There's a legal definition of, you know, what a minor is. And when somebody who's not a minor and is not close enough to being a minor that they Romeo and Juliet clauses somehow, you know, count, then that is a diddler. All right? So that's objective in a way that, you know, supporting something, promoting something, helping something, you know, enabling something, if you will, it's a little bit more subjective. So Dan's kind of got a point, but yeah, Ethan's like, no, Dan, I know more about legal issues. I know more about litigiousness than you do. I've like he starts, okay, so if you want to understand Ethan's like litigious thing, right? It started out with him getting sued. He got sued by a guy named the Bold Guy. He's a parkour YouTuber that did videos where he would I don't know. The only one I've seen is like the Bold Guy is doing parkour. He sees a girl doing parkour. They start challenging each other to do parkour. They have to chase after each other, and at the end, they have a hot, sweaty kiss, right? Because they finally got the bold guy and the bold girl. Anyway, Ethan watched this, and he just, it's ridiculous. It's silly, right? He made fun of it. That's what he used to do. He kind of pioneered reaction content. Yo, Choki with the 5-pound lemon and lime super chat. I'm gonna have to try to do the transmutation. I think that we'll call that $6, right? I think that's how pounds work in relation to dollars. I believe they're a little bit more. They'll give you a little extra for that. So that brings us up to what, 94%. And but anyway, yeah, Ethan did. He got taken to court over transformative content. He defended himself. He stood on his shit then, and he broke some ground for people who want to do React content, who want to do transformative content, right? In terms of how copyright is seen, because the law just hasn't been explored. It hasn't been, the precedents haven't been set or hadn't been set yet, right? So he started doing that. Then he gets sued by Kavanaugh. I don't even remember what the Kavanaugh thing is about, but in general, Ethan started out sort of defending the rights of YouTubers to react and commentate on other people's content, which is kind of based, and a lot of people really respected him for that. Now, what he learned from that is that it's really cool to lawyer up. It's really cool to spend a lot of money on a lawyer, and it's really cool to own somebody in court. And so now he's taken that to, instead of being he's lived long enough to become the villain. Is what I'm trying to say with Ethan. He's lived long enough and he's become the villain. And that's a sad place to be.
Which is one of the worst things you can be, right?
Sure.
So not only does it rise above kind of regular discourse, you still can't lie. You can't look at the title itself. YouTubers that back the genocide. That's just a statement of fact. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Right.
That's why you'll hear us hedging.
Nope. It's not. It's an opinion.
When we talk about stuff in my opinion, allegedly, he doesn't do any of that.
Also, there's a situation. In order to prove defamation, you kind of have to prove that Noah knows or should have known. That's a great freeze frame, isn't it, chat? Somebody take a screenshot. Somebody take a screenshot of this freeze frame. Dude is fucking. I swear to God, I'm trying not to ever judge people by their freeze frames or their, sniffles or whatever's going on, but goddamn. I'm sorry, that look is sending me, chat. That look is sending me. Anyway, what was I talking about? Right, you have a difference of opinion with Hassan and with a lot of other people as far as what you do and how it's running cover for and enabling how it's kind of attacking critics of Israel and trying to deplatform them, when what we need is more critics of Israel. What we need is more pressure against the United States to cut off Israel from its weapons supply and to put that pressure on Netanyahu to force a permanent fucking ceasefire. That's what we need, right? People are interpreting what you're doing and who you're going after and the side that you're standing on and where your fucking concern and your empathy lies, right? You're more, worried about debunked fucking theories from the fog of war during October 7th. Stuff that in time has been proven to be not correct. You're more worried about proclaiming the facts that just are fallacious, right? Than you are about holding the United States responsible for enabling Israel's actions. That is why they're calling you that. That is why their opinion is that you are giving a little assist to the genocide. How is Thailand, Irene, humid? Do you got yummy street food? I haven't found the yummy. I don't know what's in anything, DJ Giga. I'm afraid to eat stuff because I'm trying not to eat meat. Putting the freeze frames in memes. If anybody wants to see them, thank you, play something. I love that. Yeah, these are some great freeze frames. Jesus Christ. Just popped in. The discourse section. Oh, you popped that in the discourse section. Nice, nice, nice. But again, chat. You've heard my opinion. I think Ethan's full of shit on this. I think he should know that he's full of shit, but I don't know that. It's a card says moops thing. And Ethan, you say that Hassan and Noah and everybody should know that you're not supportive of a genocide. But again, it's a card says moops thing. You can't actually prove what somebody believes, right?
Right.
So and like, the thing is, like, in this first video, he maliciously added Lonerbox after the fact. Lonerbox made a video shitting on him, and then he added Lonerbox picture to the thumbnail after the fact.
Are you saying that Lonerbox wasn't covered, chat? We haven't watched the whole Noah Samson's video. Can somebody confirm or deny? Is Lonerbox mentioned? Is Lonerbox talking about it? Because here's my concept, all right? And I try to stick to this. If somebody isn't shown or at least mentioned in my stream, right, or in a video that I do, they should not be on the thumbnail or like relevant, or like I feel like if they don't get mentioned, right? Now I think I pretty much keep to that. But that's my intention, right? I never want to put something on the thumb, because if I put somebody on the thumbnail and there's just nothing about them, right? If I put Waluigi on the thumbnail and there's nothing about Waluigi, the Waluigi fans are going to be disappointed. They're going to be like, you clickbaited me into watching your video by putting Waluigi on there. I saw Waluigi on the thumbnail. I thought Waluigi would be mentioned, would be talked about, would appear. You'd be reacting to Waluigi. Something with Waluigi would be going on, right? And it wasn't happening. So I feel like if Noah even mentioned Lonerbox, then he's covered. Now, if he didn't, and Lonerbox is on there, what would it be? Like after the fact? I don't know. Okay, I'm starting to flag here. Waluigi crashes out. That's right. Senior, change your titles and thumbnails. Oh yeah, if I end up talking about something other than Ethan, what you planned originally in the middle of the stream, yeah, I try to be as accurate as I can. Not always the case, but I do my best. Just like I'm doing my best in the stream, streaming for you despite the fact that I am calorically, massive caloric deficit, and I'm starting to feel it here.
That's malice. That's actual malice. That's real actual malice. Because like he did it in a retaliatory way.
Right. Because he was upset that he got pushed back, and so he added him to the list of genocide supporters.
But he'll see. I mean, like, one of his first responses is, "Oh, Ethan didn't address any of the points." Don't worry. Like I said, we're going to address every point in the most formal way possible, and you're going to get to read every single one, and you're going to have a great opportunity to respond to it too, and to really prove your point. And this time not to a bunch of fucking radical freaks online who just slop up this fucking pig feed. You're gonna have to actually explain it to an educated judge that actually knows something and isn't psych.
The educated judge is going to dismiss that case, Ethan. Right. The only thing you're intimidating with people with is the fact that they have to lawyer up. The fact that they got to take time out of their life to, deal with this court case, right? They got to pay for a lawyer, right? That's what you're intimidating. There's no intimidation with a fucking defamation case that as soon as it gets looked at by a real intelligent judge, is going to be thrown the fuck out. The judge is going to be like, that's not defamation. Get the fuck out of here, right? But what he's going to do first is he's going to serve somebody with papers, make them, their stomach, like their butterflies in their stomach, their, pit drops in their stomach, right? They got to call a lawyer, be like, how much do you cost, lawyer? Can I get you on retainer? Will you do pro bono? Like, right? Try to get, some legal representation to make sure that you're okay. But yeah, eventually, the case will be thrown out. Also, I missed what's up, Vamps? I was just talking about how your thumbnails create reality. Omega start with the $5 super sticker, lemon character doing shoulder shimmy. Wait. Let me see if I can do that right. Shoulder shimmy? Something like that? I don't know, chat. Maybe I'm not doing it right. And dance moves. Well, I was doing some JoJo poses for you earlier, Chad. I hope you appreciate that. We're gonna do. I don't know why. I just feel like a JoJo character a little bit. I feel like I'm having a bizarre adventure. I am having a bizarre adventure. Ethan restreamed a fight. Ethan got sued for. Oh, is that where the Kavanaugh? Yeah, Kavanaugh. Sorry. Wait, this is Kavanaugh, right? Ryan Kavanaugh. Okay. I almost said Cavernacle. Yeah. So this is straightening out Ethan's lawsuit history. All right. So yeah. So he got sued for copyright infringement. Showing a fight that Ryan Kavanaugh had the rights to, and Kavanaugh won the settlement. They settled, but Kavanaugh won or got paid or something like that, right? Torturous interference, Klein won. I don't know what the torturous interference was. The website lawsuit, Klein's won. Website lawsuit, defamation. Cav one, it's being appealed right now. Damn. By Ethan's logic, he's called Hassan a terrorist. I know, right? There's so much he would be, and Hassan spoke to this, and his statement was that by his definition, that stuff that Ethan said about Hassan would count as defamation. That maybe he even does have a legit case for defamation against Ethan, but also that he would never take that shit to court because he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be that guy. He doesn't want to, put a chilling effect on people's free speech.
Codic, so best of luck on that one, dude. Yeah, Mudahar said it pretty good here, and they said it very good. So that was that. I also saw this.
Oh yeah, someone's reminding me. 90% of the slap cases are dismissed in California. Those cases won't go anywhere against Noah. His behavior comes nowhere near the level needed for a slap lawsuit to survive. So what a slap is a flagrant sort of a use, like I was describing, a use of a lawsuit as a means of intimidation, right? They call that a slap lawsuit if they can get considered a slap lawsuit. In California, sometimes it can be thrown out because you shouldn't be able to sort of misuse frivolous lawsuits like that.
Yesterday, there was reports of a big protest in Gaza against Hamas, and I thought it was. I love to hear it. I mean,
Vamp says, "I have the Infinity Gauntlet." Lol. Wait, does that let you see the future or something?
I thought it was fantastic. Here's what it said. Palestinians demonstrated against Hamas in northern Gaza on Tuesday, in what appears to be the largest protest against the military group since its attack on October 7th. Video obtained by CNN showed large crowds, estimated to be thousands of people by CNN journalists on the ground, marching through the streets of Beit Laya.
Wait, Ethan was sued for saying he pirated the stream and his audience should pirate it too and not pay for the view. Wait, they didn't watch it on stream?
In northern Gaza, chanting, "For God's sake, Hamas out, Hamas terrorists, and we want..."
What the fuck?
An end to the war.
Sure.
A message shared on social media appeared to call for 9 anti-Hamas demonstrations.
Sorry, tortious. This is a Sam Cedar word, right? Torts. Tortious interference. H3 and the fans left thousands of bad reviews to damage his brand. The courts sided with the Kleins. Wait, H3 and fans to damage Kavanaugh's reputation or Kavanaugh's brand.
Demonstrations to occur on Gaza on Wednesday with the protest organizers. It got cut off, but basically, yeah, and they're still going. So today there's more protests, and the reason you don't see this, and I mean, Israel's forced them into a point of desperation where they're willing to risk their lives, but protesting.
Is Ethan's Hassan's Blackbeard, is that a Pirates of the Caribbean reference?
Against Hamas publicly is a grim, it's a grim outlook. That is not something you want to do. Hamas, just read their charter. Listen to what they say. They're Islamic. They're violent.
If they were Christian and violent, that'd be all right. That'd be one thing, right? But they're Islamic and violent. We can't have that. We can't have that. No. They're Islamic and violent. Not only are they Islamic, they're also violent. Okay, Ethan, we see you. We see you, fucking racist. Are you going to sue me for defamation? Oh my God, Ethan, I called you a racist. Take my ass to court. Try to serve me across the sea, Ethan. Good fucking luck, buddy. Good luck.
And Protesters, and it's known that protesters, people that there are who dissent against Hamas, get scooped
But seriously, dude, that's fucking pure racism that's informing his view on that. That's nothing but racism.
up, get punished, disappear. So I said, may God protect these
Or religious bias, if you want to be specific.
brave Gazans. Hassan had a problem with this, by the way, which we'll get into. They actually go, I saw people saying
Hassan did not have a problem with this. Hassan readily admits that there are people in Gaza that don't like Hamas. Obviously, right? And there's things about Hamas not to like, right? That being said, the biggest priority, the biggest concern in Israel right now is the fucking genocide that will not be stopped by, I don't know, whatever, will not be stopped by putting pressure on Hamas, will only be stopped by putting pressure on Israel.
Ethan says saying Gazans instead of Palestinians is like what was it? Erasure of. He was accusing me being anti-Palestinian because I said Gazans instead of.
I was saying you were shaping reality. I mean, yeah. So if I'm doing a chair. I didn't say all of reality. I just said that the reality of my stream, is shaped by what Vamps puts in the thumbnail, right? If she puts somebody extra in the thumbnail, that person will organically appear on the stream, whether I want them to or not. That's the truth of the matter. If she puts a little Waluigi, you're gonna see Waluigi, right? That's how it works. She's got the magic in her fingers.
Palestinians, which is fucking insane. Like, this is the shit that they're actually putting online. Yeah, there's been more. Here's from AP News, which is kind of as credible as it gets, isn't it? Palestinians protest Hamas in a rare public showing of dissent. Think about it like this. Because people like Hassan want you to think that, oh, it's perfect. Hamas would never harm their own people. And they would, of course, they allow free speech.
No, there's no. Do you see this? Do you ever see Hassan being like, Hamas is a perfect, like, noble and 100% morally righteous group in every way? No. Hassan says that Hamas is a militant group, the type that is likely to arise in any situation of continued oppression and denial of self-determination, right? That's how he describes Hamas from what I've seen. I know Ethan's full of shit.
Even in, like, just a numbers game, there's 2 million people in Gaza. Even just from a numbers game, assuming that everything you're saying is true, there's going to be protests against Hamas. But somehow, even this title says, it's a rare public showing. Where have they been? Where have the protests been? How? It's nothing.
So chat, I know that Hassan talks about this too. What are we like? Oh no, chat. Oh no. We're not even 30 minutes through this yet. But I kind of want to keep it broken up into subjects. I don't know. We'll keep going. We're very close to the bonus goal. I am very close to my limit as far as needing to eat something. And we'll see which one of those like happens first. Did you count my shimming lemon towards the goal? I did. That was the last super chat you sent, right? I did a megastar. That's what got us to 94%, right? Somebody check my math if you want to. The Discord link is broken again? God damn it, those things are supposed to stay fresh. Aww. Can somebody get a real link from the Discord and put it in chat just to let people know? Some people want to sign up for Discord, which they should, which is great and based. Watch at 2 times speed. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, chat, we're very close to hitting that goal. I'm sure that we're only 1 Twitch sub away from making it happen.
Happen, like, you can't eat. There's, like, of course there's.
What are the options? Okay, so today I've like I said that people that donate can set the options. One person took me up on this and said that they wanted to see Ethan's tattoo, right? So Ethan talks about his tattoo. He got a photorealistic tattoo of his wife's face somewhere on his body. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it. Mike from PA also talks about it. So if we hit that, we'll watch Ethan's, description of his tattoo, or we'll watch him show his tattoo, and then we'll watch Mike from PA react to it a little bit. And then I will try to get something to eat.
going to be people like Hamas has been stealing supplies. They've fucking continued to keep the hostages, which is prolonging the war. I mean, Hamas could end this war at any second if they just release the hostages and frankly relinquish.
Yo, Crotchy with the 5 gifted memberships. Jezebel, you just got weaseled and that's a good thing. Squint OG, you just got weaseled and that's a good thing. Cindy Prem, you just got weaseled and that's a good thing. 420 Reef Blower Gaming, you just got weaseled and that's a good thing. Fritz Helton, you just got weaseled and that's a good thing. Wait, is there one more? Did I read all the weasels? I think I did. Right, yeah, I got 5 weasels there. We got 5 weasels, chat! Weasels in chat! Weasels in chat, post them if you got them. That is one really cool thing that the membership does for you, is it gives you weasels. Oh, Izzy Sanchez with the $10 super chat. Here's my dono. I vote for Mike from PA. Okay, so it looks like you're not alone in that. A lot of people want to see Mike from PA, see what Mike from PA is doing, and or see not what Mike. What am I talking about? Okay, they want to see about Ethan's tattoo. See what Mike from PA has to say about it. What are you at? 119. Okay, so. Yeah, the dono goal works like this, okay? If we hit 100%, I cover 1 bonus content. If we hit 200% ever, I cover 2 bonus topics. And just in case we somehow get there by the end of the stream, I better start doing the mic stuff now. Also, this is a good break for Ethan. Now, Ethan is now talking about he's now talking about the Hamas protest. Hassan talks about this too. I guess we'll do this as maybe tomorrow. I might do 2 streams a day or something. I'm going to do what I have to do to try to get this content done because I have been away for a while. So you might see me tomorrow morning, possibly. You know, like I've threatened a morning stream. I almost did one yesterday. Maybe I'll do one today if I can. Vote for the tattoo too, says Choki. Okay, so a lot of people are voting for the tattoo. Everybody seems to want to see that tattoo and see what's going on with that. So let's go ahead and do that now while we got time. This is we're going to start off on Ethan with the. And again, chat, sorry for the scattershot nature of these streams. Again, I don't have my correct setup. I will hopefully get that going soon. I need.
He literally. Let me pull this up.
God damn it! What did I press? Ethan's tattoo. There we go.
So let's talk about my.
Let's talk about my tattoo. It's a real tattoo. That's a lot of ink too. The thing about this photorealistic tattoo is it's going to hurt more. It's on his arm. It's up against bone. He doesn't have a lot of triceps. Is that just a little bit of tricep down? Yeah, it's tricep, right? It's he doesn't have a lot of tricep in order to, you know, be in the way of that, right? So, you know, it's a painful tattoo. And it's especially painful because of the photorealistic nature of it. There's a lot of dark on that tattoo, right? So, ouch, and also ugly.
My arm.
Oh wow.
but again, chat, yeah, like I'm missing the microphone to make the sound better. I'm missing the web camera to make the video better. I'm on a laptop right now. I'm missing my normal setup with all the bells and whistles and notifications to make the, you know, it's make a sound whenever somebody donates and stuff like that. So I actually notice and I pay attention to that. So sorry. Let me know if anybody's super chat. Oh yeah, Izzy Sanchez with a $5 super chat. One more quick super chat. Just wanted to let everyone know, Trump, for the first time in his term, he is underwater in almost every single pollster. Yeah. He's very unpopular. Look, Elon is leading the unpopularity contest, but Trump is following. That's what's going on, right? He's leading. He's an anchor. Elon is an anchor on the Trump presidency. So let's hope that Trump cuts that anchor loose.
So I got my tattoo. Somebody already tried to post it. The bad tattoos, hater ass. Which I knew this was gonna happen. I feel like there's no.
It is a bad tattoo. It's legitimately a bad tattoo.
Shot 38 people liked it. Like it was just fully brigaded. A person I know close to divorce got this tattoo to save their marriage. Bro, it's so awesome. And anyway, the mod.
Go ahead and wait. Show that. Show it. Hold on.
We have lean on switchboard here.
Lean on?
Yeah.
Lean on the ones and twos.
Yes, I am.
Hold on. Is it not working?
Nate is gone at a destination wedding. We wish him all the best.
Where's the wedding? Somewhere?
I think it's in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. His brother's getting married. Isn't that wonderful?
Nice. We love love, right?
We sure do.
Love. Love it.
I love Tesla.
I love
Tesla.
Loves love.
Love loves love. Love.
I love that love loves love. Isn't that lovely?
It's lovely. Gorgeous. Thank you.
Gorgeous.
So the mods erased it. This is a well done tattoo and doesn't belong here. Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What is their standard? What is their standard? Yeah, I mean, like, are there more sloppily drawn tattoos? Yeah, ones where they don't take a picture and fucking trace it, right? But it's a bad tattoo. I don't know, chat. Is there ever a justification? You tell me in chat if you think. Is there ever a justification for a photorealistic tattoo? Because I feel like, to me, part of the art of the tattoo artist is that they are doing some art, right? They're not taking a picture and copying it. They are creating. Maybe based on a picture, maybe based on seeing the person or whatever. They're rendering lovingly their interpretation of the art. I don't think it's a good tattoo.
And they keep trying to post it, bro. Oh, wait, no, this is from our subreddit. I think.
No, it's from our subreddit. And yeah, I feel called out. That was me.
You posted that?
On my throwaway.
Why would you do that, bro?
Really?
I'm farming karma, dude.
Oh, stop it. Anyway.
I'm farming, bro.
Listen, with portrait, so it's the same guy who did the one of the dogs that everyone loves, Ian Alfredo. And I know portraits is risky business.
It's very hard to do.
And I did a lot of trust in him to make a good portrait. Now I'll say before I show it to you guys, it's very dark, but it's going to lighten up. I think some people have shown it to have some hesitancy, being like.
And also, Izzy, I want to mention to Izzy and anybody else, never feel bad about supporting the stream, about super chatting or anything like that. It might seem like a distraction, and I get easily distracted, but understand you're helping the stream keep going. You're helping me make this work as a full-time thing, and it's always going to make the stream better. Right. So don't ever apologize for that. I appreciate it greatly. Another super chat, $2 from Izzy Sanchez. Hila brainwashing Ethan because it looks that way. I don't know. I don't like to think that a partner has the ability to brainwash another partner. I mean, every relationship's different, but yeah, it would just be speculation. I can't really speculate on that.
The reaction is like, oh wow. And I think it's just very dark. Personally, I love it. I think
you think that people responding to you being like, look, I got a full portrait of my wife on my arm, them being like, oh cool, is because it's shaded a little bit too dark.
I think that's an
it's my family. It's not like strangers.
No, I know.
Right.
I know that.
Why you think that's shocking?
Mean something else?
I think that at first it's like, whoa, because when you hear like, oh my God, I'm getting my significant other tattooed, people are like, oh man.
That is like the classic thing.
Big decision.
Oh my God,
Right.
close to divorce?
And I know you guys will literally be together forever, so it's not a big deal, but it's just when you tell people or show people at first, it's like,
oh, you did that.
Wow.
I mean,
you did that.
Trouble at home.
yeah.
The text is small, but the tattoo is for my kids mostly. I'm the dad of 3 boys, and this is something that I really want them to take with them into life. I'll come up close.
If there's anything that we should not pass on to the next generation, it is the necessity that if there's anything that I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. What am I saying? No, Chad, I'm gonna shit on tattoos if I'm not careful here. I'm not trying to do that. I want people to get tattoos if they want them and not feel sort of obliged to get them, because I definitely felt pressure that I was weird for not having tattoos, or I wasn't cool for not having tattoos, and I would never want the next generation to grow up with that imperative.
So here and let you guys take a look. One moment here, please.
Very beautiful.
It is
there
very
you
beautiful.
Go. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I hate that. I hate the fucking sound. All right, there we go, chat. There is your tattoo of Hila Klein. That is not a good look for Hila. That is not a good picture of Hila. And like I said, I don't like photorealistic tattoos. I could be anybody want to tell me like maybe there's a good reason for one? There could be a case use for photorealistic tattoos that where it is good. That's not a good one. That you just got like the contrast is off, chat. Like the contrast is turned the fuck up. I don't know. Everything is wrong with that picture. If I was Hila, but I'm not. But if I was Hila, I would be upset. I would be like, you got to get. That's a terrible. I would be pissed at Ethan.
Wow. She's so pretty.
So shiny.
Yes, it says the greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother. I think.
I don't know. What if we got it set up where only mods can post Discord links or something?
Oh, that's good.
Here, I'll put one up.
I also love that, like, I can see her from all the way over here. You know, like, I know that's Hila.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talented.
Struggling with system resources here.
There it is.
People asking how did Hila react?
She's shocked. I keep telling people she'll like it in 4 weeks.
Okay.
Oh. No. Oh, she doesn't
the writing
like
ended
it.
up
She doesn't
smaller
like
than
it.
I guess
She does not like it.
anticipated. But that was kind of where the idea began. Was that quote that I
Oh my
that
gosh.
I loved, that I always thought was
New
just
people in.
so well stated, such a beautiful message.
What was that quote again?
It was the best thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother.
That's beautiful.
Which I did a lot of research because I was like, who said that? I think the other day, if I'm not mistaken, you said Mark Twain said
No,
that?
I never said it.
I feel like you
I
did.
never said Mark.
Did you not? Okay, maybe I'm misremembering.
No,
You-
Ethan attributes all quotes to him.
I did not. I know Mark Twain didn't say that.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I looked it up. I know who said it. It was some kind of priest, which, you know, hey,
Hey, now.
they apparently they know something. One guy over there is keeping it consistent on the family business.
That's true. That's true.
Everyone else is fucking kids, but this one guy's holding it down.
Yeah.
Ew.
So is this officially, like, we already knew, but I feel like this makes your wife guy status official.
No, it doesn't. It's for my kids.
Right,
brother.
but it's a portrait of
I'm
your
not
wife on your arm.
That's
Dan,
that's
I don't
wife
know
guy.
that. What's this wife guys thing?
You don't know about wife guys?
I may be a wife.
It's just
I don't
guys
know.
who
wife-
are all about their wives.
It's guys who are like, oh, I'm married. It's always like, oh, I'm married. Keep me out of it. Oh, me and my wife are going to do that. Like always talking about his wife or using his wife or being like, hey, I'm married, guys. Look at me.
That sounds
Not
like
me.
Ethan, right? Is there no offense, but that isn't that what you do?
Stop.
Wife guy is a good thing.
I'm not going to let you in here, Tom.
Well, it was sullied a little bit because of the that one dude,
It's
the try guy.
derogatory.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, of course.
It's
I-
derogatory.
look,
I've
there's
never
not-
used it in a derogatory sense. I've always used.
Okay, chat. I'm gonna put if people are asking about the Discord link, if you signed up for Discord recently, like just now, I may have approved you. There was a few people in the Discord that had joined up in the Discord, gotten confused by the fact that we have an airlock. We don't like just anybody and everyone in it. You know, you join the Discord, you're in this little thing where you only see a few channels, and then you get approved, right? If you wait, right? If you leave the Discord before you can get approved, then you do not get into Discord because we can't put you in. You gotta wait. You gotta wait your turn, right? So I'm gonna give you the link to the Discord. Oh my god, I had to go past so much chat. Let me know if anybody donated in the like I'll recognize that donation. I just scroll past that, but I want to put the Discord link. That is the permanent Discord link. If any mods want to copy that and post that, from time to time, that is the link to the Discord. You can get into there. I'll try to look at it today and approve everybody quickly. But that's how it works. That's how we do. And there's the Discord link. Sorry, the other one was broken.
In a way where I'm respecting.
No, I
the
don't
person
even
I'm
believe
saying
you
it
believe
about.
that.
If another guy calls you a wife guy, that's a bad. That's a
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a wife guy. You love your wife. You love your family.
I love my wife. I love
There's
my
nothing
family
wrong
like
with that.
normal. It's not like I'm like prancing around like.
It's like that Seinfeld. You're schmoopy. No, you're schmoopy.
It's nothing like that.
I think it's like that. It's like the annoying couple in front of you all the not
I'm not annoying. She's not even on the show anymore.
You.
She's literally on the show once a week.
I'm not talking about you, bro.
Yes, you are, bro.
Stop laughing.
Anyway, these fucking. I have no goddamn eyebrows and my hair looks like Creed. I'm so sick of it. This is dumb and horrible and I
so
hate
there's
it.
an offer on the table to fix the eyebrows. Olivia is a makeup master.
This is an important episode. I am going to be addressing my critics, my haters
Slice says the tattoo matches Hila internally, if not externally. Yeah, that's
today. And I don't want them to clip me
It's a bad
without eyebrows. And be like,
picture.
oh, what's wrong? Because the thing with the eyebrows is
Contention
they're kind
is
of
lagging?
there, but
Oh,
they're
no.
not there enough that like I still look uncanny
we can
valley.
build it up.
For sure.
And so,
well,
When do you want that?
the hair's
Now. Okay.
the hair attracts most. I honestly don't notice the eyebrows because I'm just looking at the hair.
you think you don't notice
This is a
the
perfect
eyebrows.
black body.
Yeah. You think you don't notice the eyebrows.
Okay, but it subtly affects your impression.
It really does.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm gonna have to cut my hair. I'm just so over it. And you know,
It's a nightmare.
thank you guys on the subathon who came and supported us.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I had a little note on top of the show, but since you brought it up, we should address it. So there's been a lot of chatter asking about a couple things from the subathon, some follow-ups. So
Okay, so now we're into the subathon thing. I said I'd cover the tattoo. We got to look at the tattoo. It's not pretty, not pretty at all. All right, so let's look at Mike from PA. If we can find his channel. Somebody wanted me to take. Oh God, I got Destiny. There we go. Mike from PA. There's Mike from PA. What has he been up to lately? I should talk to Mike sometime. Mike, if you're out there, I would love to have a conversation with you. It's been so long. It's been so damn long. So no, I'm looking for. Oh, look, sewer socialism. Hell yeah. Trump arrested 1 year ago. 1 day ago, Chuck Schumer's a loser. Chat, where is the Mike from PA content that I'm supposed to? Is there another Mike? Is there like a Mike clip channel? The Ick personified. Anybody want to help me out with the Mike? Michael from PA, we're trying to watch your content. Because my chat wants to know, wants me to react to what you're saying. Ethan, can you hear the Discord noises? I bet you can. I don't have those turned off yet. Uncle Leo eyebrows. Wait, who has Uncle Leo eyebrows? What's that, Seinfeld reference? Anybody want to help me out with the Mike content? Because I got a request to go over Mike from PA talking about Central Committee clips. Thank you. Central Committee clips. Central _ committee. Gotcha. Central that's you guys don't underscore. Yeah, underscore committee with 2 T's and 2 N's. It and 2 E's. Central Committee clips, right? Central Committee clips. We got Mike with the laser eyes. As he gets like that from time to time, Chad. He does. Elon Musk obsessed over Hassan. I saw that. We haven't really gone over that. Elon still mad at Hassan about, I think, what, talking to Grimes? Is that what it's all about? Okay, part 2, genocide supporting YouTubers respond to Noah. I'm guessing that's what I'm supposed to look at. Chat, is this the video?
All right, Chad. I wanted to get back to Noah. We didn't finish Noah Samson yesterday. I want to finish Noah Samson just absolutely crushing Destiny, Ethan Klein, the slop YouTubers. What's very funny is that Ethan Klein had to say that, well, it's not defamation to say that Destiny supports the genocide because he said it. I love Noah Samson, chat. At the very, very beginning of Noah Samson's career, I was slow to the Noah Samson train. That's like a hostage video statement.
Sort of terrorism.
Wait, what's this?
Okay, here we go.
Ethan Klein's newest tattoo. The greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother.
Oh my God.
Such a bizarrely transactional.
Okay, wait. So what they did is they put a stamp, a photorealistic stamp. The tattoo artist looks to have, gone over that with his tattoo needle. Why am I assuming? I don't know who the tattoo artist is there. I don't know what their pronouns are.
Little message, like something a guy considered last ditch to save his marriage before.
They deleted the video. What video got deleted? What video got deleted? Ethan added more Vanta black emo hair dye on to his subathon goals because Bad Empanada said he was 59 years old. Now that people are calling him out, he wants to get rid of his hair. He wants to shave it. I mean, I guess he's done that before, right?
Murdering his entire family. That's a little bit extreme right there, Queen in Yellow. But is this true? The greatest thing a man can do
yeah, it's like
for his children is love their mother.
Did he actually post that? Is that like is that like a copy of his Insta post?
What the fuck?
It's not a bad tattoo. It's just heavily applied. I don't know. Like I said, I don't agree with photorealistic tattoos. And if you got a case use where one is appropriate, let me know. I don't think it's good. I think a tattoo artist should do some art. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I feel like that's part of getting a tattoo. They look at a picture, they do their artistic rendering of it, then, you know, they you know, put the stamp from that on the skin and then they trace over that, right? They don't just like take a picture and trace over that. It feels lazy. Feels bad.
That's like a hostage video.
And it's an ugly fucking picture of her.
Statement. Also, did she get a tattoo of him?
See, look at that. Is that what the picture that it's from? God, you made her look so... You did the Mr. Incredible gets uncanny shit on Hila. You turned her into to fucking Mr. Uncannibal getting uncanny. Hila's mole is even on the wrong spot? God damn.
I heard she got a new tattoo. I thought it might be of him.
Is a threat to U.S. national security, according to the U.S. This is grounds for detention.
What's up, Gondok? What's up, brother?
He's just saying hi to Gondok, chat.
Why do you want me to notice you?
Gondok wants to be noticed.
What do you want me to notice you about?
That's how Mike does his stream. I haven't watched a lot of Central Committee in a while. I used to hang out there a bit.
The easiest way to get noticed is for you to type things that I want to read.
The terrorism in question here is, of course, advocating against the genocide. Whether it's the U.S.-backed genocide of Palestinians in Gaza or the U.S.-backed genocide of the people of Yemen through its crippling blockade that has resulted in the starvation of hundreds of thousands of people, or its indiscriminate bombing campaign that has killed tens of thousands more. In both of these places, the justification...
I think that's it. I think that's it, chat. We're at good timing. So how was the stream? Anybody want to give me more feedback before I go as far as the stream? Thank you again to the mods for keeping us all safe. Thank you to the Patreons. You know who you are. I don't today because I don't have my normal setup. I can't read off my Patreons. I usually give you a shout out at the beginning and the ending of the stream. This time I'm going to give a shout out to my Patreons without saying their names, but you know who you are. And as soon as I get like all my logins straight, you know, I'll be shouting you out once again. But yeah, thank you to the Patreons. Let us know if we can do anything to help you out. Thank you, Manic Mermaid. No, I appreciate all the support from people. I appreciate, especially Thumb Gang. I appreciate Thumb Gang. You are great. You are helping my videos get out there to more people. I just want to know if there's any like technical things that I might not have noticed. You know, obviously my sound's gonna be worse because I'm using the mic on the laptop. My visual is gonna be worse because I'm using the webcam on the laptop, and overall the bitrate is down because I got it crammed down to 3,000. No, is it 3,000 or is it 2,500? I can't tell. I think it's 2,500 actually. That's like cut in half. We cut the bitrate in half just to make sure that the stream goes smooth on the laptop. But that's what I'm stuck with for now. Hopefully it will be better. I knew that I had to do a real stream this time because Vamps put this man, Noah Samson, as well as Ethan Klein on my thumbnail. And if I just did another stream on the phone, then that wouldn't be an accurate representation of what's on the thumbnail. So Vamps gets to decide. Reality. She predicts reality. She creates reality with her Infinity Gauntlet. And hopefully doesn't snap anybody good out of existence, right? That's all I know about the Infinity Gauntlet, chat. I'm just getting caught up on the Marvel universe. It's not a bad tattoo. The artist just managed to capture dark and soulless eyes. Okay, you're saying the subject was dark. It wasn't the You're saying that there's not a misrepresentation. I get you. Do you use ground control app to run OBS with stream elements? Wait, do I use the ground control app? I don't think so. Are you talking, Manic Mermaid Ash? Are you talking about something on the phone, like a phone app? Where's your real mic? My real mic is right here. All right, real mic is right here. Real XLR cable is right here. Right, these are some of the elements that I need to make the sound good. Real Focusrite is right here, and real cloud lifter right there. What's not here? Any audio experts want to tell me what's missing from this setup? So remember, I got one XLR, one SM7B mic, one cloud lifter, and the interface, the Focusrite interface, right? What's missing? What do I need? If you're doing a setup, if you're an audio engineer, if you're an audio head, like what, besides dropping frames for like 10 minutes? Wow, I didn't see that, but thanks for letting me know. I don't know, that's where your layout stuff comes from, but their app works pretty well. I'll try to take a look at. Yeah, do it from. So it's basically like a Stream Deck from the phone. I could probably plug my Stream Deck in, honestly, but I'd have to set my Stream Deck up different. Anybody in chat? Hey, what's up, Good for Gabby? Good to see you. Just woke up for a live. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Good for Gabby. You're in Thailand. You're living the dream. It's not a dream yet. I gotta make it a dream. All right, I gotta fight for that dream still, because just like, you know, I'm not in the like you can tell I'm not in the ideal circumstances. The stream, like I've got most of my stuff, but I've left some of the stuff. Has anybody guessed out of my audio setup what I'm missing? New trampoline yet? Not yet, but that should be doable. That should be a lot cheaper here. Mic stand. Oh, I do have the mic stand. I didn't show it to you, but the mic stand is here. Any other guesses? One element that's missing. Just think about it this way, chat. You know this cloud lifter? It's like clean gain, right? And it goes between the Focusrite and the it goes between the interface and the microphone, right? So if I've got one XLR cord going from the microphone to the cloud lifter, and then I've got an interface, right? What's in between the cloud lifter and the interface? Anybody know? The answer is nothing. And the answer should be an XLR, right? The answer should be that, like, yeah, I have two XLRs. Unfortunately, I brought one XLR. I left the other XLR in my old apartment for my landlady to find when she is going through there and finding that, like, you know, like the idea was that I was going to take all of my stuff that I wasn't taking with me, put it in storage, and then take all the stuff that I need with me. And it just, like, it happened too fast. I couldn't get everything, right? So XLR is missing. I'm going to try to replace it. If you've donated today, your donation, you can think of that as replacing the XLR cord, because that's the next thing that I'm going to do. Hopefully go to a guitar shop here. Did anybody guess it? Support stream elements, ground control. Yeah, so put it on, you can have it on phone or on laptop. Okay, I'll give that a try. Need one of those record players with the big tuba speakers for sure. The download page for Stream Elements ground control. Well, I think I'll just get that. If it's an app, I'll just get it. Yeah, cables. That's right. Oh no's got it. Oh no's got it. Yeah, cables. XLR cables would have been the whole answer, but that's close enough. Oh, needs power cable. Okay, so yeah, I didn't also say that the Focusrite, right, derives its power from a USB-A to USB-C, which goes in here, right? That's where it gets its power. It doesn't actually need to be plugged in. So it's not a power cable, it's an XLR cable that is a balanced mic cable, essentially, is what I'm missing. So, you know, the thing with three things in it. Do you see that? See, like that thing right there. That's what I'm missing. The thing that goes in there. We're showing the ports. Yeah, we are. I need another cord. Yes, the Siphian's got it. Need one of those singing fish plaques. Ooh, yeah. I need a Bucky shirt. That's what I need. Another cable. Technically, yes. Gramophone. Landlord hit the jackpot. Yeah. God damn, she's got my iPhone too. That'll be the landlord's deposit. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. I feel so awful about all the stuff that I left there. I mean, I have somebody who's agreed to go to my storage space and to try to mail me the stuff from there, but I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get to the apartment quick enough to get my stuff from just getting all thrown out and trashed. But anyway, chat, them's the breaks. I had to it's a male connector that plugs into that interface. Yeah. Well, I mean, wait, the male connector. Wait, which one? Which side's the male? Like it's let me see. Is this the male? Is this one like the male connector, and then this one is the female connector? Is that how that works, or is this one the male because it's got those little prongs that go inside? I don't know which way. I don't know how it. I forget how it works, but I know the concept. Ask the landlady to send the. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Hey, person that like just totally got fucked around by my roommate. Totally got fucked around with the situation of like the housing situation, and person who was counting on me to sell her crappy apartment for way too much money, and I said that I would, and I tried to, and I couldn't do it, right? Tell her, yeah, could you please put my stuff in the mail, send it like, expensive shipment overseas. Unfortunately, I got it reversed, but that's a good idea. She would find that joke funny maybe, or she would be mad. I don't know, chat. It sucks doing. Yeah, I didn't have a choice. I would have missed the plane. Otherwise. So anyway, thank you, everybody. I care about you. Take care of yourselves and each other. I'm worried about you. The U.S. is getting crazier. And, obviously, everybody in the world is subject to it. It affects Thailand. It affects everything, here as well. But you're a little bit more directly affected, and don't think that I have forgotten that. And, I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to take care of each other. I want you to be there for each other. I want you to be thinking about things like mutual aid, like, orgs like Food Not Bombs. Feeding the hungry is going to become huge. They're cutting SNAP. They're cutting food banks, right? Make sure that you feed yourself and make sure that you feed each other, all right? That's the message that I'm going to leave. Cheaper to just buy a new XLR. Yes, right, Snow, that's correct. That's correct. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that, if I could find somebody in the area to just come and get my stuff, I would even just give it to them. Be like, yes, take my stuff. I'd rather have it be, taken by, somebody that's a friend of mine. In fact, I might message my good friend and have her do just that if I can. See you next time. Yeah, much love, everybody. I'm gonna get something to eat, and yeah, you get something to eat for yourself too, or take care of your physical material needs. Anyway, much love, everyone. Thank you to the mods. Thank you to the Patreons. Thank you to everybody that supports me, and thank you to Thumb Gang. And the Weasel will. I will be back definitely tomorrow. I'll try to start earlier. I'll try to do an earlier stream, right? And give you more. Because I know I've missed a bunch of streams this time, and I want to make up for all the stuff that I got to cover, right? And I might also look for me in the morning. I'm not making any promises because I know I fell asleep last night when I said that I wanted to do that. But I might try to do a stream in the morning. So be on the lookout for that. I'm talking about U.S. times, of course. Your mileage may vary if you're in the EU or the UK, but like, yeah, U.S. time in the morning, I might try to do a little stream. So, if you get bored of the majority report, tune in for a little bit. Anyway, just to make up for lost time. Anyway, much love. The whole new setup. Yeah, well, it's a whole new setup, and it's not as good of a setup. I do have most of my stuff. I just don't have it set up yet, right? So we're dealing with what we can. for now. And hopefully, you know, when I'm in a hotel right now, when I get moved into a real apartment, then, you know, I'll plug it into the Ethernet, and things will get really fancy again and really good. And I'll see you then, or I'll see you again, you know, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow around the same time that I usually stream. All right, till then, bye.